All right, let me get this started. Should be good. Got the title, got the projector. The laptop is still being a little goofy, so we're not going to be relying on it. I hope that it doesn't crash. We'll see. Here to lurk while I play COD Beta W Par. What's up, Cookie Ninja? COD Beta. Didn't the last COD already come out? Like, there's a new COD already? How many Call of Duties are there? Um, Let me see. So today we're starting a little early. Um, hate to hate to put a tamper on like tamper? Damper? I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Two things. I have a wedding to go to later today. So also today's Anime NYC. Maybe I end up going stopping by, saying hi to some of the peeps, but I do have a wedding today, so I have to end a little earlier. So I started a little earlier. Let me see. My camera. Oh. Yeah, so I was having camera issues the other day during recording. It was fine. Let me see if doing this helps. Like, maybe if I just get off the Wi-Fi off of my phone, then my camera. It's hard to explain. I think that my camera like updated and now it's not hardwiring and it's relying on Wi-Fi. And so every once in a while it has like packet loss or something like that to my camera app on my computer, and then it just like lags. So in size videos there's like times where it lags for a little bit and it's because of that. But should be good. Should be fine. Um we should be dandy. Let me just make sure that the camera is prioritized here. There we go. Oh, let me get the clock app open. What was the second thing? Oh yeah. So I think I mentioned this last time, but it became even more important, I guess, after the stream, which is that my mom started watching the streams. And I don't know how much of it she was watching, because I assumed it's like my wife. My wife will see that like, I go stream, so she turns it on at the very beginning because that's like the non One Piece related part where I just like yap a little bit. And so she turns it on to see what I'm saying or whatever. And she sometimes is here. She might pop in. Um but my mom, she screenshotted the stream, and she's just like, "Hey, that's my vest." Talking about this because she gave it to my wife, and she probably didn't know I've been wearing it for the streams. And the screenshots are from when Sai joined the stream. So like 2 hours in, 2 to 3 hours in, she's just screenshotting, and I see Sai on the stream. I'm like, oh no, how long has she been watching for? Why is she watching for that long? But yeah, and then she's screenshotted like not even just like one screenshot. It was like 10. And it was all to say that she's just like, hey, isn't that my vest? I got that from XYZ like 20 years ago or something. And yeah, my mom listening to Psy is like a war crime. Yeah, the thing is, me and Psy, we speak like we speak too young for my mom to understand a lot of what we're saying, so it works out. Okay, my camera lagged just a little bit right there, but it's fine. Fine. We're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna hope that it locks in. Um, the only thing I do gotta check is, how do I make it so that it stops? I think it would help if it stopped like displaying me, so I don't have to see myself. What's Server Prone? Mother Vision, yeah. Let me see. Let me put this up. But yeah, other than that, nothing too crazy as for updates. Oh, I did get the news that this is another break week or break. Like at this point, is it a break week or are we just scheduling chapters every other chapter? If yes, that's fine. So like, I just want to know. Um, I just want to know if yeah, I got clipped by Mom Vision. Um, we just get a chapter per month. Yeah. I just want to know what the schedule is and then I'll be good. But like once upon a time we were doing chapters 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, it was wild. Anime and manga is both seasonal. Um what's my mom's favorite One Piece character? She doesn't have one. I don't know why she tuned in when she tuned in, but I might get some screenshots later today. Um oh, there's one other thing. Maybe I undo my hair for a little bit, but this will be this will be the last stream with the long hair. Most likely. Yeah, if plans go as plans do, then yeah, I'm going to be donating the hair. It'll be it'll be packaged away, shipped to a place by the next stream. That is a big, well, it's a big deal. I feel like even Roger. Oh yeah, wait, check this out, guys. If your guys not on Instagram, then it's not like a huge deal. Well, it's not a huge deal regardless. Never mind. It's not that big of a deal. Let's restart. So Roger's base, he posted a clip from the Reverie, and I think as far as Instagram goes, what the heck? As far as Instagram goes, the clip with the most views that he posted. So he posted one, two, three, four, five, like clips, reels, shorts, or whatever on Instagram. Ooh, wait, hold on, give me a second. That timing is crazy. Roger Space just DM'd me. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me just take care of this real quick because Roger Space just DM'd me. Um, is double check that. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, okay, okay. I was trying to get him to add me as a collaborator on the posts, but yeah. Out of 5 of the Reverie clips, my clip had hit 250, 230, 230,000 views. It's about foot piece. It's about feet piece. Pretty crazy, and it was so crazy that one of my high school friends texted me and they hadn't seen me in a while. I haven't seen them in a long time. So they haven't seen me with long hair. And they texted me like, yo, I just saw a video of you pop up on my Instagram feed. And at that time it was like 10K views or something like that. Um but yeah, it's crazy. This One Piece theory will blow your mind. It's on Rogers Base's channel right now on Instagram. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. That was. Oh yeah, and someone That's why I brought it up. Someone commented, "It's like, yo, when did Park grow out his hair?" And I said, I've been growing it out for the last 2 years, but I will be chopping it off. Um, this next week. Me and my son will be getting a haircut at the same time because he's starting school, and so we want him to have short hair so that he doesn't have to like, swing it around, get it out of his eyes and stuff like that. Um, Yeah, I love seeing feet piece bringing people together. Yeah. Yeah. What does Par look like without a beard? It's okay. It's okay. famously, one of my friends, she said it in the nicest way. No, she didn't say it in the nicest way. She said if she were me and she shaved my beard, she would just jump off a cliff. And I was like, what? I forgot how she said it and what context she said it in, but I I I definitely took that as grounds for war, and I threw back some insults. Yeah, and I was like, what? I don't think she meant it like that, but then I said it. Oh, Rogers Base did message me. Um. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me take care of this real quick because Rogers Base did message me. Cool. Um. Hopefully it opens up in the right window. It did. Did. Um. Collaborations. Um. Just sent the thing on IG too. Let me see. Oh, accept. He did it. Nice. Yeah, there we go. No worries, brother. Okay. All right. Yeah. Collab. Not well. No, he's not coming on the channel. It was just that. So now on Instagram, on the post, it says I'm a collaborator. So, um, yeah, pretty cool. Sorry, I just wanted to get that checked out before it accumulates more views. He Rogers Bay is a dope guy, dope dude. Um, Yo, Par and chat, how are you guys doing? We are good. We are good. We're doing good. Par, are you into collecting the One Piece TCG? So many great arts. I am okay. Like I'm not into collecting it, but I want to be. And so Dax has been telling me when to buy cards, and because he's super into it, and I can't say I'm into it, but like I have some OG stuff. I got the Uta stuff. I got the first deck thing. This is the I think this one's Uta's from Film Red, and then this is like the first deck. I think I have like one more like sleeve thing, and they're just like unopened. Um, I feel like just leaving them like that, but who knows? One day maybe I bust them out. Um, but yeah, let's see. Let's see. How far are we into this? We are 17 minutes into it. So, okay. So hard to get sealed products. Scalpers ruined it. Better off buying singles of the art you want or cards you need for specific decks. Ah, yeah. I'm not like that. Like in terms of collecting, like scalping is, or like collecting like that's stressful. I feel um, I couldn't bring myself to do stuff like that. If I miss something, I'm like, damn it, that sucks. And then someone else has, I'm like, That's awesome. Congrats to you, and I kind of just leave it there. Um, I forget the last time something like really like I wanted to collect something like that. The only thing I have collections of is like rocks and seashells. Um, but like I don't have oh, I do have Hot Wheels, but like they weren't it's not like that. Um, but yeah, that being said, welcome into the knockup stream for chapter 1191. One Piece chapter 1191. Um um I do want to say that I appreciate all the people who watched the like chapter video that I posted. I know it's a little jarring to have the next chapter spoilers, but when I tell you the analytics, like even YouTube was congratulating me. But as for the channel, it's probably the healthiest thing that I work with the algorithm. So like this the after I make this chapter, or after I finish the stream and I make a video for this next, or for this chapter talking about next chapter, it'll be titled One Piece 1192 spoilers. And I know that's a little confusing for most people, but I explained it as best as I can. It's purely because the algorithm is just that's just how it works. If I were to post a chapter review on Saturday, no one is searching the 1191 tag unless, and you're only going to get the videos unless you're subscribed to a certain creator that posts it. Like in general, that's how most of the views come from. But literally 80% of my views came from the YouTube search and Google search and YouTube search. Um, and so that means that on the video that got 11,000 views in 10 days, I would have missed around 8,000 plus views, and like 100,000 impressions, had I not titled it the way I did. And so healthily, the way, like if I react on a Friday and I get 2 days to work on a video, then I can post it on Monday on a regular schedule. But the problem is on a Monday, that's when the everyone's searching for the next chapter. And so um I'm being as transparent as I am. In the first 10 seconds I'm saying it's not real spoilers. This is just about the last chapter, blah blah blah. But people still clicked on, and a few people who, I think a lot of the people that clicked on the search and thought there were actual genuine spoilers still enjoyed the conversation. But I did want to bring that up on stream and talk about it just a little bit. I know that it's a little confusing. Um, but it is like part YouTube is also gonna on Monday gonna push out a an update that I think will affect the algorithm greatly, and I don't think it's for the better. I have to look more into it, but the other problem that we're facing, less so on the YouTube side and more as the community side, is that there's so many posts being put up under the One Piece tag that you genuinely, unless you're posting chapter related content, you're not really getting views unless it's from your own subscribers. And in order for that to work, your YouTube has to push it to your subscribers, which for my channel YouTube isn't doing because I'm less active. Even though I've been posting pretty much, not consistently, I wouldn't say I have a schedule per se yet, but I have been posting consistently for the last like 3 months, just 3 months ish. So I wish that YouTube would push to my subscribers more, but it's just is what it is, and I have to work with the algorithm as much as I can. Um, um, don't put spoilers. Leakers are getting grilled on. Yeah, but if someone comes and grills me for fake leaks, then they didn't watch the video, because in the first 5 seconds I'm like, this is not leaks. These are just my what I think is going to happen in the next chapter based off of the best spoilers we have at the time, which is the last chapter. Technically, that's how it should work, right? Like if you don't have the leaks, the best way to know what happens next chapter is the last chapter. That's my logic, but that being said, I still see lots of people click on the fake spoiler videos and get hundreds and thousands of views, and it's insane. It's insane. Between that and the AI, like, okay, so like by now, if I were to search One Piece 1191 on YouTube or whatever, there would already be from Wednesday up until now shorts and things flooding the algorithm. So if I post Saturday a video on 1191, it's buried. All the videos that already got views and shorts, all that stuff is going to bury anything in the algorithm right now, unless it's from your, unless your subscribers are pushing it, which again, on my channel is just not how the content's being pushed out at the moment. um the algorithm is funny. I've been following you for 6 months, and the algorithm recommended me you first before Sai, even though he's way more active, especially back then. That's awesome. That might be because you click on all my stuff when it pops up, probably. I would imagine, and that's also because I have less stuff popping up. That's interesting. Um, um, yeah, the problem with calling them predictions is that that's also not searched. Like I could show you the analytics, but the top three search. So like, it doesn't. I could get into specifics, but it basically like 80,000 impressions came from the word spoilers. 80,000. And so like I impressions doesn't mean views, but it means that that's how many views. So if I didn't put the word spoiler, I would have missed almost 100K worth of impressions. Um so it is one of those things that is, it's one of those things in terms of SEO that you just have to make a tough choice sometimes. And the only way to really reverse it is this leak schedule has to change. Like if for example, not saying this is the case, but if TCB were to stop posting or something like that, that might be a reason for people to like change the schedule of posting, because then more people would go with the official. That would be a greater reason. But then even then the leakers are still posting on Sunday, Monday. Like major stuff comes out Monday, Tuesday, but like people start searching Sunday night into Monday. um like you can look up on Google Trends, it's the next chapter by Sunday night, Monday morning. It's like it basically says breakout SEO tag or whatever it says. Um but yeah, let me see, let me was there anything else? I forgot that I was even going to talk about that, but glad I did. But with that being said, now we are in the full scope. Oh, my camera lagged. We are in the full scope of chapter 1191. We are going to jump right into it in 3 2. Oh, let me start the timer. In 3 2 3 2 1. All right. Oh, there's not even, okay, hold on. Loki is here. And then we jump right into a chapter page, no cover thing. I got jump scared because I thought the chapter was in reverse, like not in the correct order, but then I saw that the title is there. Okay, okay, okay. This is gonna be a shorter. This is gonna be quick then. We don't got a cover story to pad the timing. Loki is here is crazy though, because I'm looking at Luffy getting up, which is also interesting, but Loki is here, so Loki's gonna be the savior of the day? Question mark. Um Huff, how am I still alive right now? That is my question too. Luffy wounded in the fierce battle with Emu. If I change back to normal, it'll be bad. Oh, oh, huh. If he changes back to normal, it'll be bad. That means that he's been holding on to Gear 5 to maintain his like life. Like it's different than in the Kaido situation where he dropped out of Gear 5 and then popped back into Gear 5. He's like, yo, if I go out of Gear 5 right now, I might just kaput. I might just die. Which is interesting for Gear 5. Hey, old man, Gramps. Interesting. Oh, Luffy fell with Scopper? Question mark. Ugh, damn it. He got an arm. Sorry you took that attack for me. Don't be stupid. I didn't do it for a disappointment like you. Cough, I'm fighting for Elbaf, says Scopper on his back, lost an arm as Luffy struggles to reach Scopper's body, apologizing. And oh, I guess that was the cover page, essentially. And this is the Oda's note. I was at Sakurai's house from Mr. Children, and he let me listen to their latest masterpiece. I can now say I've lived a life with no regrets. Wow. What a thing. Maybe that's why Oda took the break. He has no regrets now. He can just take all the breaks. That was Ripley's favorite arm. Hey. I think Scopper is ambidextrous. You see the way he's swinging that axe, bro? There's no way I'm letting it end like this. Okay. So Scopper still got some bite to him. And then Luffy falls down. Gramps. What is he? Interesting. Well, his true nature. Oh, Scopper's so badass. He's wow, why can't I think of the word? He's amputating the arm, but like he's doing the oh my god. Oh, why can't I think of the okay, my brain is gone. I can't think of the word for what this is called. It's not cauterizing. It starts with a C, right? Oh my god, I'm blanking. My brain is farting. Oh my god. Anyways, I know what he's doing. This is what you need to do when you need to amputate your arm and stuff like that, cut off the blood flow. Tourniquet. There we go. Kit. Tourniquet. That's where the C came from. That's why I was drawing a blank. Tourniquet. There you go. Appreciate it. Thank you. Seems to be a big secret. Well, his true nature seems to be a big secret. ... question mark. But if I had to put a word on it, I'd say he's God. Wait, what? He just straight up said that. He just admitted. Well, his true nature seems to be a big secret. But if I had to put a word on it, I'd say he's God. This is the revelation from having the truth of the Void Century, is that Imu's nature is a big secret, but if he had to summarize it in a word, it's just that he's God. Okay. So like when Scopper needs to read us the Harley text. Which God? Is there a particular God? Is he the forest god? Is he the earth god? I mean, he's probably not the sea god. Is he the sea god? Nah. Why would the sea god storm away? And it be Emu. Interesting. Realm of the dead. Whoa, what is that? We got a bunny, wolf, chicken thing, and a panda rabbit. Panda like something. There's something up with this. Rar Gur conquers hockey, zaps them. Okay. Thud, crackle. Okay, Emu fell down too. The Pirate King's crew. It was unforeseeable that those youths from God Valley would become such a nuisance. Is it unforeseeable? I feel like it's not unforeseeable. I feel like it's pretty seeable. I think it's 5 seeable. That's how seeable it is. It's not 4 seeable. It's 5 seeable. What the heck? What do you mean? They literally critical massed Dami Reversi rocks. Actually, I guess they didn't. Like, I guess Scopper didn't. I like to put those youths as Rayleigh as well. Interesting. Interesting. I ought to have dealt with them along with rocks. Whoa! Hand transformation back then along with rocks back then. Yeah, but you didn't deal with rocks really. You Dami reversed him, and then Roger and Garp dealt with him, and then Garling dealt with him. But I guess it's closer. Whoa! Oh, it's like an actual transformation. We go into shadow form. Horns look like they're growing. Yeah, those are bigger. Those are definitely big. Oh wait, are they bigger? They look similar, but they look like they're going this way now. And they're like from his eyes. Interesting. Whoosh! He flies up with Conquer's Hockey blasting at the seams. Bursting at the seams. Owl Library? Realm of the Sun, what a cutaway. Basement, rear entrance. Thank goodness, the books are okay. Yes, it's all thanks to Biblo. Chopper, I want you to try talking to him. He sure looks like he's trying to tell us something, but really? He struck me as the silent type. Hoot hoot. Oh, I predicted this. It was going to be a hoot hoot hoot. Hoot 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 hoot. I mean, it wasn't that crazy of a prediction. I didn't even put it in the prediction video, but I did say that Biblo was gonna go hoot 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 hoot. Oh my god, there's more hoots. Hoot 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 hoot. Huh? No. That's actually so obnoxious. That's how we get this conversation done. He actually just hoots us. He hoots at us. It's all not decipherable, and Chopper gets the information, meaning we won't get it for who knows how long. Oda, please. This panel's just a wasted panel. At least make the Biblo move. I swear, if we're gonna go to the next thing, and it's not gonna be them. I swear if that's the case. Yeah, there's Conquer's Hockey. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Hold up. Wait a minute. Crackle, crackle. Gwa! Ouch! Scopper and Luffy fall off of the tree, it looks like. We got Emu Superman punching the tree branch. Ooh-ah! And then we got this crazy jacked form. Ooh. Arms are all black. Oh, the eyes, the omen thing are around the arms and around the knees? Interesting. The mark is on his arm. Dang, he looks like he got bigger, jacked. He got skulls on his chest. Interesting. Okay. To escape from Honibami with only one arm lost. How impressive. Okay, so apparently that's a feat in and of itself. That Scopper survived that attack with one arm. Only one arm gone. Apparently that's impressive to Emu. Okay, that's my line. You walking off my attack is a blow to my rep. Not that I've got the hands to applaud you. Damn, his hand is just lying there. This next attack will leave nothing behind, Emu says. Is that him? He looks totally different. Listen up, Straw Hat. Get your crew and leave Elbaf. Is Scopper doing a one last stand this? Is he gonna, is he, there's no way because the ship is like mad far. The crew is all here. There's no way like Luffy can grab the crew, run away from Emu, make it to the ship, and then make it off the island. That doesn't make sense. What, like, while, oh, Loki is here. That's the title of the chapter. So is it Scopper Loki hold off the gang or Emu, and then the gang clears out? I mean, I doubt it, but cough. There's no way I'm doing that. You're barely better than a corpse at this point. You can't help us. I could say the same to you. How can you fight like that? Honebami? It's no use. Run, Gramps. I thought that foot was gonna be Loki. It's Hyruden? Gungnir! There's no shot. Hyrden fell from the Sun Realm. Ran in between Emu, Luffy, Scopper. Got a sucker punch from the side. He blitzed them. Emu was flying in with the Honibami. And Hyrden comes in from the side with Gungnir? Hyrden was the fastest runner. He was actually, he made it the furthest on Elbaf, the fastest, according to the when we were doing the map stuff. The title of the chapter really threw me through, really catfished me. I thought that foot right here was Loki. I thought this because it's Loki is here. That's what, and it wasn't. I didn't realize how small this foot. Oh wait, does that say Zushin? Is this the foot? I mean it's running, so it wouldn't technically count because it's a stomp, but it is, that's a Zushin. It's close. It has this thing in between. Very crazy. Very crazy. Hyrden jumping in. Hyrden! The Grand Fleet arrives. Is the actual title of the chapter. Oda was hiding the truth, the true nature of what was about to transpire here. Oh, he gets him knuckle to the cheek, and Emu's like clenching their teeth. Oh wow, and they got a pointy goatee. Yo, he looks like from Powerpuff Girls. He looks like what's the guy? Was it he? It? What was the person's name? She? From the Powerpuff Girls. That's what Emu looks like right now. Hold on, I have to look this up. Powerpuff Girls villain. Him. Yeah, him. Powerful demonic supervillain. Very crazy. Huh. Yeah, I was just getting flashbacks. I feel like him had a transformation where he looked like this too. Emu is him literally? Yeah. It actually is. Nuwa Hired with the clutch. Okay. Emu, while getting punched, does a little uh heart thingy and pulls out a black flame. Looks like Emu got their nails done in this transformation. Got a good mani pedi done. Oh, but that's not where it stops. Harden was not even flexing until this point. You see those veins popped? It looks like he took some test, bro. He's roid raging up. Another foot panel. There we go. This is a different sound effect though, which makes sense because this isn't technically a step. He's like sliding. He's like stomp sliding, and he's putting some rotation in the hips. There we go. Look at those rotations. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, he sends Emu flying. But while Emu's flying, he goes like this and flicks some fireball boogers at Emu. Or not at Emu, at Hiredin. Hiredin one-eyed. Oh, that's why he's got the buff, bro. It's because he's one-eyed. One of his eyes is completely patched up. When you have one eye, you don't see the depth of the threat. So you're way more courageous. That's the truth of it. Dang, he landed a punch without depth perception. Oh, and he even got a Nika shield. Dang. So I'm a little interested here. Hiredin punched him that hard into the tree? Gungnir's OP, bro. That's Hiredin right there. Okay. Emu's in the... Is Hiredin as strong as Loki? What are we talking about? And then what? Is he going to follow up with his own Thorheim? Is he going to have a hyper beam? What the heck? Oh, he blocked the booger bombs with the shield. It looks like there's no taking that a second time. And he's standing? Wait, the booger bombs? Or like, I'm sorry, I'm calling them booger bombs because they're just like, he's flicking them. He blocked? That's it? That's all you need to do? Luffy just needs a shield then. I mean, the shield didn't last, but this is crazy. Yasan, how could this happen? You've lost an arm. Thanks for the assist, Hiredin. You're way more useful than that dope of a kid over there. He didn't say that part. I just added that. Oh, his next line's even crazier. But this guy's immortal. I can't see a way of us winning this. Make sure Straw Hat Luffy gets out of here. He's useless. Dang, I just want him to throw in extra jabs at him. He's disappointing. He's useless, unlike you, Hiredin. You're the GOAT. You're the guy we've been waiting for all arc. The entire Elbaf series. Ida didn't see what I see in you, Hiredin. That's what Scopper needs to say right now. Ida's son, Loki. Loki is here? Wait, this chapter's called Loki is here. This is Hiredin. Did Oda forget his name? This is Hiredin. Wait, did I misread the... It says Loki is here. Okay. This is definitely Hiredin. This feels like Patrick at the Krusty Krab. Hello? Is it the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. Like, hello? Straw Hat! You don't have to butt in. I'm not gonna run. Listen to me. What can you do with those wounds? I'm gonna recover now. How? That's nuts. Okay. I ate a lot. I can make it happen. Okay. What kind of logic is that? You can't fight anymore. Okay, and then there's more booger bombs on the way as Luffy kicks his feet. Okay. Hey, it's a bomb. Luffy turns into a bubble form. Hiredin picks him up and Scopper. Hiredin takes it with his back. Hiredin used protect. But there's no shield. It's just his back this time. He said there's no taking that a second time, and yet he does it. He does it again. He goes, I'm resistant to fire. To the black fire bombs. Hiredin! Gua! Okay. He's back. Hiredin, fall back. Live to fight another day. I'm assuming Scopper says. Yasan, Elbaf won't bend the knee. A true warrior is always resolved to die in battle. Okay. There we go. Moron! Consider the fallout of your death. You are the crown prince of Elbaf. I know. But what's a chair without a king? No, I don't know what the next line would be. What? It's not a what's a chair. What's a throne? That would have been way better. It's okay. Oh, that's where it comes in. It's okay if I die. Loki is here. Woo! That's crazy. Look at that brotherly love. It's okay if I die. Loki is here. He's look at that big brother. He's like, it's okay. I still got a little bro in me. He forgave him. He heard that 20 chapter backstory and went, that's my little bro. Dad always wanted us to be brothers. It's about time. Well, he is here. Oh, I didn't know he was here. Well said, brother. Oh man, I'm feeling. Is this Mufasa? Oh my god. He always wanted a brother. Well said, brother. Loki? Oh my god, he didn't even know he was here. It's just brotherly love. Dude, I'm getting. It's not like teary-eyed. I'm not crying, but like something about brothers, man. Something about this is shonen right here. He said Loki is here, and then he just appeared. Wow. He has a gaping hole in his body. Gerd couldn't do shit. You can't tell me she just patched up missing body. And he's sprinting. He fell too? Emu's just looking down in disbelief. What? I stigma'd him. What do you mean he's just up and running? I think Emu's looking down and going, is this One Piece? Is this plot armor? I may be a god, but they have the plot. Like, Emu's about to break the fourth wall, look us directly in the eye and be like, what is going on, you guys? Why aren't they staying down? Loki, get ready. Gasp. I'm also back on my feet, says Luffy. And he's like all bloodied up with holes in his body. And he's flexing with air. What in the world are you guys? Says Scopper. This is just insane. Gum Gum. 3 generals. Huh? Gokoku sovereignty? They can do that? Oh, and he just has an axe now. What is, and then he's using Ragnar? And Luffy just what? Throws a punch? Luffy just comboed a Gokoku sovereignty with them? That's crazy. All right, timer's up. We did it. Ida would be smiling hard this chapter. Lunas with the $2 super chat says, Hired go handle Emu. Aye, Captain. Break next week. Chapter 1191 end. Counterattack. Emu forgot to block their face. He went, ah. No, he didn't even go, ah. Gokoku sovereignty. It's crazy. Emu just got slapped by Gungnir, flew back, and got slapped again by Gokoku sovereignty. What in the world is this chapter? What a nothing burger chapter. There's a part of me that is wondering, like, what is, like, I don't know what's gonna happen next chapter. Does Emu just get back up and is like, what was that? And then the three of them start boxing Emu? Or does Emu just beat all three of them senseless because they can? If like Emu was fighting Loki and won, and Luffy and won, and Stopper and won, they're beating Hiredin. I don't see an injured Luffy, injured Loki, a Hiredin, injured Stopper, all of a sudden 4v1ing Emu and winning. Is that how this goes down? You just need 4 random people with apparently they got the synergy though. Gokoku sovereignty? That's crazy. Luffy just pulled out Gokoku sovereignty after seeing Hokoku sovereignty on Lil Garden. He says, I see and I understand. Oh, and then we skipped the hoot hoot. Very interesting. This chapter's like, okay, let me see this. Luffy gets up, Scopper on the ground. Scopper just says that he's a god. We kind of already got that. There's nothing new there. The random animals dying on an entire page. Emu regretting not killing them or dealing with them at God Valley. This has some substance. The transformation, I don't know what the transformation does. Does it make him stronger, faster? Because like you got blitzed by Hiredin, bro. Maybe it makes him slower and dumber. I feel like the emu that boxed Sanji and was able to dodge and block Sanji and Zoro wouldn't have gotten hit by Hiredin. But Hiredin got him mid-attack. Is that why? The books. The Biblo. We got the Biblo scene, but it was highly redacted. We got some glaze from the Honibami attack. Emu returns. They talk for a bit. Emu winds up an attack only to get blitzed by Hiredin. And then when Hiredin clears out Emu and buys some time, gets their shield destroyed, we find out from Scopper that this guy's immortal. And from there, what brings us back? Is it food? No, Luffy ate food already. Luffy ate food and that's enough to recover him. So he can he's like he wasn't even at 10% health or 20. He's fine. Those stab wounds didn't bring him, he just recovered. That's crazy. All he did was puff up some air. And he was just good. Alejandro Solis with the 33 months. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Said Hiredin will 10 to the 10th power ton punch him, and that'll make him top 10. He should have done that already. Did Hiredin's attack do any damage? It doesn't look like it did damage, but it felt like Emu felt it. Emu went guh. Emu went ... guh. Like this new form, I don't know what it does for Emu. There's no barrier. He just hit the tree, bro. Just cratered into the tree. Damn. It did emotional damage, yeah. I just read in another translation, the last page attack, Luffy asked to attack together, hence the 3 general attack. Oh, interesting. We got Jason Tarantino with the 49 months. Visionary pirate. Appreciate it. That is crazy. 49 months. Almost at that big 5-0. Like the stream, he says. That's all Jason the Goat says. Wow. We got Lunas with the $5 super chat. Says, I wonder if Emu left the life-draining swords in Luffy because he knew from Joy Boy that it has to stay stabbed in to prevent the regen and recovery. You know, that's fair. Maybe like from our standpoint, it's like the very fact that the swords are out of him, that's when Emu is like, oh, he's about to recover. Could be something like that. Which would make fighting Joy Boy insane, right? Like, because then you just have to constantly debuff him, apparently. You also have to tie his mouth shut so he doesn't eat. You have to get him during the winter solstice festival when they're fasting. That's when Luffy's at his weakest. Punching away a 22 million pound attack with no haki still crazy. Don't sleep on Waruden. If he gets haki, he'd just be like Harold. No haki. Can you imagine in the big chapter 1191, 1100 chapters in, we're seeing Emu get punched with no haki by someone who should probably have haki. He's the son of one of the strongest conquerors in the verse. His brother is one of the other strongest conquerors in the verse. Damn. I'm also back on my feet. Hashtag feet. And his sandals are back. Crazy. So he just needs to breathe air. He participated in Gokoku's sovereignty. That's haki. You know what's interesting about that? I'm looking at the panel, and it doesn't look like he has haki. Look, like the haki, it comes, there's like one around Loki, and then there's coming off of like Luffy. Like the angle looks like it's coming from Luffy's hands, and this one looks like it's coming from Loki. But there's none on this side. So maybe it's just he doesn't have Conqueror's haki. Loki goes, here's some haki, brother, and gives him some of his haki. That's what happens. No, Dorian Brogy never used haki. I'm confused, bro. I just need Oda to tell us what Hokoku sovereignty is. You're right. Damn, the Hiredin slander is going to be nasty. Yeah, I see that, like, when they take the stance, Hiredin doesn't have any of the Conqueror's haki. Like, this could still be a haki, but, like, At minimum, there's no Conquerors hockey coming off of Hiredon, right? Like we can say that whether Koku Sovereignty is hockey like or not, there's something, you know. Yeah, Hiredon is the little brother you give the unplugged controller to, even though he's the older brother. Loki's the little brother who actually beats the game for you when you're stuck on um the same level for like 100 tries. You're like, God damn it, and you throw the controller to your little brother, and then they beat it in 2 tries because they watched you mess up on the same part multiple times. That's what happened to me and my brother. My brother would play. I think it was Spider Man on the Super Nintendo, and I would watch him. It was either Spider Man or Aladdin, both awesome games. And I would watch him. I'd watch him, and then he would get stuck, and then he handed me the controller, and then I would beat the level because I was watching him that entire time. I was watching and understanding. You don't need hockey. That's the point of Battleship Bags. Yeah, maybe Battleship Bags is the way you get critical mass. I wonder if Hiredon can even. I mean, Hiredon would be Garp's best based off of this panel where he shoots Emu with a punch into the tree. Hiredon would be Garp's favorite student. 100%. Hockey, not the end all be all. That's why Shanks hasn't done shit. Hockey transcends all. I don't think it's a power up. He slowly turns into a demon when not in Mare Draw. That's an interesting way to look at it. To me, it kind of looks like he desires this look. Like he's angrier. Like he's becoming, like he says, I ought to have dealt with them with along with rots back then. Kind of like as a symbol of like, okay, I'm gonna deal with them seriously now too. So he transforms into his like stronger form. But I could maybe understand the alternative perspective there. Oops. Second. Give me a second. I'm gonna message Sai real quick. Um one second. Super short chapter. I'll be ready to go. Let me get my headphones on real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Bluetooth. Okay, should be good. Let me see. Let me go back to chat. Don't forget to tell Sai about the Atomwood shield. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The shield being able to block it. I mean, the Atomwood is this shield is insane. His shield and the arm, right? So it seems like these weren't booger bombs. These were those steel bullets. Let me double check that I got everything. Santanu with the 40 things. I don't know what symbol that is. And I don't wanna assume here. Does this chapter confirm that Emu is in the mural? That's Emu in the mural? Uh Based off of this transformation? Yeah, I mean it oh, I just realized they got double like 4 horns. Huh. Yeah, I would say so. This form does look like where's the right here. This looks kind of exactly like Emu right here. Like in the mural, that does it does fit. I meant Emu looks like he's going from second gear to the next. Like he's going gear 3. Yeah, the horns. I just noticed the like the back horns. Very interesting design. I mean, Emu does look cool. It looks like their outfit changed too. Got a dope clothing. Is the arm sleeves, are these clothes or is this the skin? It looks like it's clothes when I'm looking at it, because like the armpit, it looks like there's like a extra fabric, but I can't really say for certain. Yeah, he gained pants. Yeah, this transformation was like those pants weren't good enough for me. Very interesting. Maki boots are in fashion, yeah. Like how some characters have hockey on their body. Yeah, it looks it I can't tell if it's like that. Like the Gorsei like year 4 or if this is just like outfit. Emu looks like Kermada? What's that? Let's see. Kermada. Oh, whoa. Rise of Kermada. He does look like Kermada. You're right. What is this from? It's from the Chota Beam movies? What's Chota Beam? Dolakpur? Is this something I should show my son? Chota Beam? Is this a Bengali? What is this? Is this Indian? Chota Beam. My brown is rising, bro. The rise of Karmada. My inner brown is it's Indian. Oh, okay, yeah. I was feeling one with nature. It's just Hindi. It's a Krishna story. All right. I was trying my best with the pronunciations there. Pronunciations. Indian cartoon. It looks dope. Like you can watch it on Netflix, guys. Chota Beam is on Netflix. Kids Beam and young Lord Krishna team up to protect the world against the wicked and powerful Karmada and his equally dangerous Bat Army. That is the Netflix synopsis thing. Ours is 3 skulls, same shape, horns, and bulbous forehead. This is true. This is true. Ancient giant stuff coming through. How do you spell it? This is how you spell it. Oops. There we go. That's how you spell it. Matthew Hansen with the $2 super chat says, don't forget Harden punched away 20 tons. Mock Vice. Was that how much he was weighing at the time? 20 tons? Harden stronger than I thought. I mean, those arms got to do something, right? We got to see. I want to see Harden take off the gauntlets. Is he like Rock Lee? You know what I mean? Are those gauntlets like weighing him down? You know what I'm saying? Nobody forgot, bro. That's like his only. Yeah, I wouldn't say I forgot. I just, 20 tons is Mock Vikes is the less memorable part of that situation. Um, as far as feats go, stomping on Moosey is kind of like that's his intro thing, and then punching Mock Vice to another universe. Actually, no, he didn't even punch Mock Vice into another universe because Mock Vice ended up landing on Dressrosa. 10K tons is 22 million pounds. Wait, is it really? Wait, is 10? Wait, what? 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. 10,000 tons is 10,000 times 2,000, which is 22 million. Yeah, but he didn't do that here, did he? He didn't break his arm. So this is like probably half. Right? Like this punch right here, Gungnir, it's not like he did the 22 million pound. Also, we have to. The thing is, here's the reality though. How much of it was him just saying numbers? Because like, is Harden even good at math? If Sai were here, he would argue that Giants aren't good at math, and so Harden was just saying the highest number he knows, right? And we have to recognize when Usopp did the 10,000, when Usopp did the 10,000 pound hammer, it's not like it was actually 10,000 pounds, right? It was full of hot air. We don't know if Harden's arms are full of hot air. Maybe he's blowing it up like in SpongeBob. That could mean the real number is even higher. No. The real number, it's over 90,000 tons, bro. Harden just increases the number for fun. True, but he has the force output. Yeah, that's true. Against Mach Vice, he did prove it to us. But we also have to recognize that Emu didn't even like flinch. Like Emu's not bleeding from the attack. Like, okay, Emu did flinch. Okay, Emu got hit. But like Emu like got hit and while getting hit, flicked boogers that hit the wall, said "guh," no blood. Like, if that's the case, then Scopper hit Emu. You know what this tells me? Blunt force damage sucks in One Piece. Because Emu got hit by like Conker's a slash attack and started bleeding, but you're telling me 22 million pounds and of collision does no blood damage? I guess it could just be the new form. Maybe the new form is yoked out the wazoo. But then it makes you wonder, like, what will Gokoku's sovereignty do? You know, he's bleeding against the wall. I thought it doesn't. It looks like just shadow. It doesn't look like he's bleeding. There's no like splurt. I don't see any splurts of blood. And then on his face, there's no bleeding. Like, if we were to go to last chapter, like Emu's fine. Then when Emu gets hit by the 8,000 thing, we see blood coming from his face, his lip. The lip one could be from the coughing up blood earlier though. But we know that this attack at least hit, the one that like caused blood on the forehead. Whereas this time, Emu's completely fine, you know? Oda doesn't care about power scaling. Yeah, but we're damage scaling. Titanic Sir Jack. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome in, bro. I tried to juggle Twitch chat and YouTube chat. YouTube chat's the more poppin' one, but I appreciate you here being here nonetheless. We do One Piece reactions whenever the chapter drops on TCB, so welcome in. Um, no, Oda does. That's why he gave you the numbers. Oh, Oda does care about power scaling. That's why. Yeah, but Oda doesn't keep the numbers like relevant, you know? If this is 20, you know, because then we have to apply that to the tree. The tree is taking, I guess the tree can withstand 22 million pounds of force, right? How many forms will Emu have in total? I, me and Sai talked about this. I feel like it might be that Emu is gonna be like Frieza with a bunch of forms, you know? Um, let's see. Okay, my camera isn't working here. Don't you mean the atom wood tree? Yeah. The atomic wood. Atom tree upscale, yeah. Four like Frieza. Did Frieza only have four? I thought it was more. One more because I think on the Harley, the monster has 6 horns and Emu currently has 4. What? Were there 6 horns? Let's see this. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. There's the big ones in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like there's 4 sets of horns behind. But it could also just be 6, like you said. Like it could be that they're not, like there's no horns set behind it. So it could be 2, 6, like you're saying. So there's one more form where there's another set of horns. That's interesting. Hmm. That's not Emu, no white hair. Maybe Emu goes bald in their last form. You know? Does Emu even have hair in this form? Now I think about it, it's hard to see. Oh, there is hair. Yeah, there is hair. Where's the big picture? Oh yeah, there it is. It's like the fiery, loopy hair. I still think that's Blackbeard. Wait, who's Blackbeard? Frieza has 4 originally, 6 in total, counting Super. Ah. Emu is Deoxys. Yeah. Emu's seeming like Deoxys. Technically, Lunarians were like Deoxys. Emu, Super Emu, Perfect Emu, Kid Emu. I could see a Kid Emu. That's for sure. Emu has a Saitama form for sure, a bald one. I think we ran out of theories, guys. Yeah, I mean, these chapters are kind of like, these chapters are really hard to like theorize around. Like next chapter, I don't got a theory for you. I'm gonna try my best to think about what happens next, but like I couldn't have predicted the title of this chapter, that's for sure. And Hired showing up, couldn't have predicted that one either. Um like Emu transforming again, or transforming in general, showing up transforming, then doing all this fighting, and then transforming again, and then getting immediately blasted by Gokoku Sovereignty. Like, is there a reason why Oda didn't show the result of this attack? Is it because Imu's just standing there and he just tanked it? Is that what we're gonna find out? Compare Ors and Emu. Let's see. Should I pull up the chapter? Yeah, I'll just pull up the chapter. Oh wow, perfect. 472. That's what you get for Ors. Ors' face. Now let's pull up the picture of Emu. It is pretty close. Ors could just be Emu's dad. Was Biblo's speech to Chopper and Luffy regen and what kind of god Emu is theories discussed? I mean, it's hard to say. Like, we've been talking about the Biblo Chopper thing for a while. Like, meaning that that they will talk. But, like, as far as what context, it's hard to theorize. There's nothing to really go off of, you know? The thing that I would imagine is the most important is, like, what Chopper is. Maybe Biblo tells Chopper what he truly is. That would be pretty interesting. And in regards to, like, how in regards to how Chopper was able to flip down University so easily. Ors also has the 3 skulls. Yeah, on his body, yaddy, on his belly. It's seeming like Emu is ancient giant blood. Seeming that's the case. Ors and Emu, maybe there's something there. Ors and Emu are connected. What do you mean Ace also has the skull? Does Ace have the skulls? No, he has on his hat. He has the smiley face and sad face. Biblo goes, "You're a wizard, Chopper." I'm a what? Yeah, exactly. No, I mean Ors Jr. He has that on his chest, just like Emu's new form. Normal Ors has 3 skulls on his belly, just like normal Emu. Yeah. Um, Ors is Moria's Gundam. He's a mobile suit. Wait, yeah, well yes, but that's because he's dead. We need Zoro Sanji update next chapter. It could be a good time to give it, but I feel like the momentum flows with this Emu fight. Biblo's discussing all of the gods to Chopper. It could be. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Is what he said to Chopper. Trust. Yeah, I could. Oda doing peak American commercial memes. I doubt that's in Japan, right? Tootsie Pop. That'd be kind of interesting though. If Biblo just says something completely irrelevant, and Chopper goes like, "This guy's full of shit." Suit Emu is a suit that Luffy will pilot. Or's Luffy. Not big enough yet. Give Emu a little bit more size, and then maybe we got something. The ancient giants ruled the New World, so Emu must have had to defeat them at some point. Or join them. Maybe Emu is the child of an ancient giant. Biblo's racist to giants. He's like, "Get me out of here. They can't read. They never visit the library. The books are always overdue." That'd be interesting. Let me see. Oh, Sai messaged. Just woke up. Give me a second for coffee and I'll be there. Perfect. Perfecto. Um, okay. Let's see. Wait, when did he say that? Said that 5 minutes ago. Cool, cool, cool. Bibble told Chopper an ancient meme and it went over Chopper's head. Man. I'm trying to think. Like, there has to be something we discover. Chopper is like, maybe we find out Emu's weak to cold, like to freezing. Like Oars froze to death. Maybe Emu's the same way. Maybe Biblo tells Chopper that. Maybe Emu goes to Chopper. Emu is Oars' dad. Ooh, toot toot. Yo, how crazy? Yo, actually, how crazy would it be if Chopper goes, I don't understand bird? Wait, did Chopper translate the rocks? The rocks birds? He did, right? That was in this manga? Hmm. Could be, but isn't he keeping Joy Boy's straw hat frozen? This is true. Chopper translated Karoo, no? He is a bird. That's true. Karoo is a duck. I don't remember if he translated Karoo, to be honest. I forget. It's such a lost ability. Most of Chopper's abilities are just so lost that translating is just a new, it's almost new territory for Chopper, if we're being honest. Does Bibble have a devil fruit? I mean, according to Lilith, it's possible, but it's a theory. No, he's telling him to remove the summoning circle in the castle. I'd hope so. I've been saying that since day one. Scopper should have been the one that directed that motion to remove the pentagram. Miss Horn Point and Brain Point. Chopper still has a horn point. I think he used it before, and it looked pretty cool. I forget. He looked like a teenager. Or no, was that in Fishman Island? I think he did use horn point, right? I forget. But yeah, Brain Point is definitely. I mean, technically, he's always in Brain Point, but you're talking about the brain scan. Technically, his little form is the Brain Point form, right? Par, what do you think Luffy's doing in chapter 1045 when he wills himself back into Gear 5 after getting exhausted? Is it regen or something else? I think it's, I don't know. I mean, with Luffy in this chapter, it's like he just willed it. He's just like, "Yup, I'm back." And he just took a deep breath and he said, "Yup, I ate beforehand. I'm good to go." I've been starting to treat Luffy like a Capcom character, like a Tekken character with a health bar and like a special bar like that he can exhaust or use after a certain period of time. I feel like that might be an accurate way to look at this. Biblo can speak in could be speaking an archaic dead language. That would be funny. I don't speak ancient animal. Technically, animals should have different languages over time. Bibble says, Chopper, you are the new protagonist now. He's crazy. I think One Piece would die very quickly if Chopper is the protagonist. I think a lot of the fandom would leave immediately if it was like Boruto, and from Naruto we switched to Boruto. That would be like what for a long period of time the reception would be would be worse than swapping to Boruto, because a lot of the reception was like, oh, Boruto's ass, you know. Speaking with the whales going to be pivotal now. They thinking of it, especially whenever Book and Laboon meet again, they'll finally be able to speak to one another. If Chopper makes it that far, who knows? Maybe Chopper dies. Maybe that's his fate as a doctor. Still is ass. One Piece? It'd go from One Piece to one merch, yeah. Biblo is speaking Japanese. Yeah, it definitely would be BS Tornado. He has like gray buffer health from overeating. Some Tom Kench type beat. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm looking at it right now. It's like the the damage that Luffy took didn't really dent him, which is odd. It feels weird. The Luffy part of this chapter still feels weird to me. But it's not. If his explanation is like, "Oh, I ate before, took a deep breath, I'm good now," and it's so confusing that even Scopper's like, "What the heck is happening?" I mean, what are we to say? You know what I mean? But like, it's odd for Scopper to have that perspective because like, hasn't he read the story of Joy Boy? Doesn't Joy Boy do similar things? I feel like Scopper not being in the know about Joy Boy's extent of his powers is kind of interesting, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Chopper can speak the whale stuff, but Jinbei can. Ramon's right with that one. Jinbei is going to be Brooks' lifeline when it comes to Laboon. It'd be mad funny if Brooke is like, Laboon, you missed me all these years, and Jinbei goes like, no, Brooke, that's actually not what you're saying. And Brooke goes, shut up. I know what Laboon is saying. I've raised him. It's like, well, I speak whale, and it's like you can't see what the heart speaks, Jinbei. That'd be crazy. That'd be a crazy side piece of chapter. Kuro wore a suit, then our next crewmate wore a suit. Sanji has the same suit as Gunko. Wait, what is that supposed to mean? Does it mean then? Are you trying to say like Gunko joins because she wears suit? Boruto Blue Vortex is fire. Yeah, I heard, but that's still acknowledging the point that pre Blue Vortex Boruto was not fire, according to many. Can Jinbei speak to whales? He can speak to whale sharks, but those are a type of shark, which are fish, not mammal like whales. I guess that you do have a point there, um, but um, yeah. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe he can't speak to regular whales. I know. Oh, Neptune can. Neptune can speak to whales. This whale shit does go deep. Yeah, Neptune can speak to whales. So maybe Jinbei was talking to Megalo, wasn't he? Oh wait, that's a shark. We need a whale. He needs to talk to Dawn. Wait, was Neptune's whale's name Dawn? I forget what Neptune's whale's name is. King Neptune's whale One Piece. Oh. Oh. The whale's name is Ho. He could only say his own name.
What the hell did I walk into? Something
You don't
about
know about Ho?
Ho?
Sai, you don't know
I
about
feel
Ho?
like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, who's Ho?
Is that King Neptune's whale?
Yep, that is King Neptune's whale.
Okay. I remember because I heard the gag and I was like, I feel like I know this, but I was like, is this real life or One Piece?
Yeah, we were wondering if Chopper, who's gonna be the translator for Brook and Laboon's meetup? Is it Chopper? Or is it Jinbei? Because
Oh, I think it's Brook.
yeah, but Brook can't technically speak whale, so like all these years he just assumes he knows what he's saying. But Chopper or Jinbei should technically know. But then we got into a whole thing how Jinbei can only speak to whale sharks, and technically Laboon is not a whale, or Laboon is a whale. And then I was wondering if anyone spoke to Ho, King Neptune's whale, because Neptune can speak to whales. Um, but yeah.
I feel like we're gonna just go with the mindset that like Brook can just talk to the whale somehow.
Yeah,
Like it's just the power of love.
that's what I was saying. That imagine the scenario where Brook is talking to Laboon, and then he's like, "Wow, you missed me. You've been waiting for all these years." And Jinbei's like, That's not what he's saying, Brook." And then Brook goes, "Shut up, Jinbei. You think you can understand Laboon like I can?" And Jinbei's like, "Actually." And then Chopper chimes in, and he goes like, "Yeah, he's not saying that, Brook. I can speak animal too."
Actually, Brook, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe at that point we just leave Chopper behind.
Yeah, just feed him to the sharks. Um, so the chapter side here, let me put you on the snail.
Jesus Christ.
Snail
Because we're talking about Ho, there's so many like chat messages held for review.
Oh, are they? I can't wait, I don't see them. What the heck? Dang, you guys cleared them out super quickly. Thank you guys. Thank you, chat. Thank you,
I got 'em for you
mods.
too. I'm working on it.
Um,
It's a good chapter. It's just super basic. I was actually kind of sad because it's like, dude, I it's such a short review video I made. I was like, man, this is kind of sad, brother.
shorter than 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Dang.
20 minutes and done.
20 minutes. Yeah, there's like I went through the chapter. I mean, even when you look at some of these pages, they're kind of fluffy. You know what I mean? Like the first page, it's like they're getting up, and then like not much happens. He's a god. That like we kind of got that part, Scopper. Thanks. Not really.
Thank you, Scopper.
Yeah, not really giving us
To
too
be
much.
fair, that means a lot coming from Scopper, though. You know,
It does, but it also
the acknowledgement. It's nice.
does.
It's nice.
It does and doesn't. But like one thing that we did talk about is the transformation. It's one step closer to the mural look. The like the form with the horns, especially because he has the back horns, which looks super odd. Like the horns in the back, how Emu has like the horns here, and then there's like the spikes in the back. That looks a lot like the mural now because the mural had horns in the back as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the animals, the random animals on the Hell Realm passing out, Emu getting up, transforming, and then Biblo.
More of Shiki's animals.
Yeah, more of Shiki's animals. But yeah, and then Biblo just straight up hooing. Remember, I was saying like in the prediction video, I literally went to like, oh, Biblo's gonna go hoot 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 hoot, and then like he actually just did that.
That's not like a prediction. I mean, he's got a hoot. He's an owl.
Yeah, but like we didn't get like
what kind of thing is that?
I mean, I was hoping that we'd get like the translation of the hoots. You know what I mean?
Even if we got the translation, you know, he still has to hoot to like, you know, talk.
Yeah,
to him, right?
I know, but it'd be like
you're acting like that's some miracle prediction.
Oh,
well, would you look at that, everybody? The owl hoot hooted. I know I said this in the prediction video. It's like, all right, Par. I mean, even if like it's like saying, oh, but the whale's gonna make whale noises when we talk to Ho. It's like, no shit. Like even if we translate it, he still has to make noises.
Yeah, I mean, I acknowledge that the prediction wasn't that crazy of a prediction. I'm just saying that's all we got. We didn't get any words from him. You know what I mean? And we didn't get no hot girl sitting on the chair. Oh, actually is Biblo sitting on the chair? Oh no, this
I
isn't the
have
same
no
place.
idea. Yeah,
Oh, it
he
looks
brought the
like
chair with him though.
there's another chair that Chopper and Robin are standing on though. There's this little stool
We can
step.
we can start guessing the gender though. Like, is Biblo a girl or boy? I guess we can like finally figure out.
Yeah. What do you think? Are these hoots feminine?
I don't know.
Is it hoot hoot or is it hoot hoot?
Biblo should be a guy, but
Yeah, it's not
it'd be funny
Bibla.
if it was a girl this entire time. We just didn't know.
Yeah, if it was Bibla, then it'd be a girl, but it's Biblo.
It's funny. I had somebody was like, "Yo, I think Biblo is short for biblioteca, the Spanish and Latin word for library."
Yeah, yeah,
I I don't even know what to say to that one. I just heart emojied it and I moved on.
yeah. I mean, that's the only that's the correct response and the only response.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the correct only response. Saul calls him a he. Yeah, yeah, but it's more so like Saul can't talk to the owl though. So like, did he check like for penis or did he not? You know what I mean? That's more so what I meant. Like,
Oh
what
yeah.
happened to Saul though? Like, has he like checked under the hood?
So
Or
Sai,
is he just like assuming?
I don't want this to change how we talk to each other. I
What's
just
up?
want you to know. I told my stream this at the beginning. So my mom watches the streams and
She doesn't like me, huh?
no, she didn't say anything about you, but I assumed she watches the stream because she told me she like, oh, I saw your stream the other day, and I was like, okay, like I assumed she just watched the beginning, like my brother showed her or something, and she watched like the first 15 minutes. No, it turns out that she sent me screenshots because this vest is hers. This vest that I'm wearing. She's like, that's my vest,
Yeah.
and I see the screenshots that she sent me and it's 2 hours into the stream and you're in the background. I'm like, oh my god, she's
Oh
watched
no.
that deep. Like I didn't ask her if she like watched the whole thing, but
Wait, did she hear about the gang bang paradise we talked about last week?
see, and this is where I told chat, like I feel like the way this is why I said I don't want this to change how we speak to each other because there's certain things that she just won't get because English is not her first language, so and that's also
Oh, okay, so we're safe.
well, like she speaks English really well. Like she's completely like she can speak English fluently, but
Yeah.
like she's not going on.
But she doesn't know like lingo. So like
Yeah,
if I looked at you and I said, "Did you do the razzle dazzle spit with your wife?" She would have no idea what that means.
exactly, exactly. That's what I.
Okay.
That's
I gotcha.
exactly. See, yep, that's exactly what I meant. I don't want to change how we speak to each other because that's a
Okay.
saving us. Yeah, yeah.
Huge.
Um, but yeah, I just thought it was funny because she just sent me like it was just the most random text. She just sent me screenshots of the thing and with no words. And then later on, because my mom takes mad long to type for some reason, she's like, "That's my vest," and I'm like, "That's why you sent the screenshot to tell me that I'm wearing your jacket from 20
Thanks,
years
mom.
ago." Um, but yeah. Um, Speaking of wearing that jacket. Is Emu wearing a jacket or pants? And pants? Or is that hockey or maki? Like, what is
It
Emu
looks like
doing?
hockey. It's like Gear Fourth, but emu-fied,
It
right?
does, except the armpits. Where you see the armpits, there's like folds of the thing, and it kind of looks like a jacket a little bit on Emu.
Really? Let me see. Let me
Yeah,
check.
when in the first one, it says to escape from Honibami with only an arm lost. How impressive! That panel where you see him under the armpit, you see like folds, and I'm like, is that armpit hair or is that the jacket? It kind of looks like jacket folds.
No, I think it's just weird coloring.
Ah, okay, it could be that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. That's why I asked the question. So, some people
I
might
just
here.
think
Let's
it's
put up a
weird
poll.
coloring.
Actually, is Emu wearing a jacket? Is this Maki fashion? Um, what is? Oh my god. What is Emu wearing? a jacket or Maki sleeves?
I'm cool with Emu's new design. I don't like it as much as the first, but
Uh-huh.
that's fine. I
Yeah,
think it's still really cool.
I mean the chin. So I don't know if were you big in Powerpuff Girls?
Yes. Wait, where is this going? Is it because
So
of
the chin, I reminded me of him, and then the whole
yeah, him. Okay.
yeah, yeah. And I'm pretty sure him had a transformation that kind of had horns. I forget, but
Yeah, him
um
was like a devil, right?
yeah, yeah, like very powerful Toon Force like devil. Like they could do anything. Um
Yeah, sort of. I don't remember too much from the Powerpuff Girls, but yeah,
yeah, I it was a good show though.
him was cool,
Yeah,
sort
him
of.
was cool. The voice from memory was very like when they showed up, it was like very ominous. But yeah, the design is very interesting. It reminds me of, like a lot of different things. But someone in the chat brought up Karmada, which is from an Indian cartoon series about Krishna. It's about Krishna, so it's like a religious thing, and honestly, it does look like that. But in reality, it looks like a lot of like kind of iconic devilish forms when they get yoked up. So um, I agree with you. Besides, I like the arm things. I like how the omen wrap around the arms now. I kind of like that a lot. And I dig the new pants. I definitely dig the new pants. I don't know why Emu's clothing changed with the transformation, but it is shonen, so uh, we'll take it how we get it. Um, but yeah, I think it's just Emu's cape going around his back and his arms since they both contain the Covenant thing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Covenant symbol. Uh, I don't know why it's like emblazoned on his body now. But
It's like how
hey,
Luffy gets like the Gomu Gomu no Mi symbol around his body, which
yeah,
well, I guess it's like the Nika
Gear
symbol.
4, too.
Yeah,
Also get the swirls
I'm
there.
assuming it's like that.
Um, do you think that this is like kind of like the Gorosei transformation? Like this is Emu's version of that, or is this something else? Like we don't get any context for what this is. So, what do you think? Is it similar to what the Gorosei are doing?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
I think because the Gorosei are becoming like their own like yokai and demons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Emu, I think, is more so like a devil fruit form.
Okay. So, do you think this is like the last of it, or do you think? I remember we talked about this, like Frieza having many
Yeah. Oh, there's
forms.
definitely more.
There's definitely more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So this chapter catfished me a little bit, and you know me, I'm always looking at the feet, and when that foot shows up in the panel after Emu starts daggering with the Honebami, we see the foot, and I believe it's a Zushin sound effect. And I was like, oh my god, is that Loki's foot? Because the chapter is called Loki is Here. And so I thought Loki shows up, but it's Hyruden, or some people in the chat are calling Wyruden or Waruden or whatever. W Hyruden.
However it be pronounced. Yeah.
Yeah, and the main question I have for you is we get it. Hyrden punches Emu, but with how much force is this stronger than the punch that Mach Vice took, the 22 million pound punch? Or is
It
this
should be
less?
stronger considering, like, I bet he got, I bet he leveled up over time. So I'd say so, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
It's
so
definitely
Emu.
stronger.
So and then the other question is, do you think? And because I was telling the chat this, it's like when Usopp used 10,000 ton hammer or whatever it is. It's not like it's actually 10,000 tons. So it's probably Hyrden is just making up a number, you know. But against Mach Vice, he actually had to push against the tonnage that Mach Vice was putting down. So does that mean Emu's new form is more durable than 22 million pounds of force?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
okay, maybe not, but I think I'd be fine with that though.
Yeah, that's kind of wild that like imagine Hyden sits down and does the math after the Gokoku sovereignty and goes like, guys, I just hit them with 22 million pounds of force. I don't know if we could beat this guy. And then they're like, like Loki's like, Hired, I am stronger than you. You know that, right? But what's crazy is Hired did a similar feat to Loki. One of the only times Loki put damage on Emu was when he threw him into the tree, and Hired did much of the same. It looks pretty much the same too. And Emu couldn't really like dodge it. Like it looks like Hired made good on the speed blitz. Do you think Hired like speed blitzed, or do you think that like how do you think Hired got there? Do you think he was hiding behind the smoke, behind a tree? What do you
I
think?
think he's just that guy. I think he like you've seen the ability from like Dragon Ball, right? Like instant transmission.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Harden did.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
told
yeah.
you I told you last week Harden would do something. You
Mm-hmm.
were laughing at this guy. You
Oh
did
yeah.
not believe in Harden. Every time I brought up Harden, you were fucking mocking him.
Oh, I'm still
You
laughing.
hated this dude.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
now he's finally people are saying he's stronger than Zoro and stronger than Sanji.
yeah, the hockeyless
And it's like, I
punch.
get it, dude.
The hockeyless punch that did no damage to Emu but threw him into a tree. It's funny because even in the Gokoku Sovereignty, Oda went out of his way to make it emphasize that none of the Conqueror's hockey is coming from Hiruden. Like you can see it in the windup, it's only on
Not yet.
Loki. Not yet. Not yet. You hitting us with the not yet. Hiruden goes like, huh? What is that black lightning you guys do?
No way
You
you're
mean
doubting Harden
this?
getting Conqueror's hockey.
Bro, if Hiruden's
I don't know. Wait, like why? Like it's Harold's son. Him getting Conqueror's
that's what
hockey
I'm
makes
saying. This is the
sense.
moment to give it to him, though. This is his
I mean,
most
not
conqueror
yet. No,
like
the
feat.
fight just started, brother. The fight
Oh,
just
you
started.
think so? You think in a 4v1, Hiruden's gonna have the highlight amongst Scopper, Loki, and Gear 5
Don't
Luffy?
forget to don't forget to put in Usopp. He's gonna show up and do something too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, he's gonna hit us with the I think something magnificent is happening over there. I think something
I'm telling you,
absurdly
dude.
strong just
You
oh
shouldn't underestimate these guys.
oh my god. I know how next chapter
Par
starts.
forgot that we're in a shonen.
I know how next chapter starts. Nami goes, "What is happening down there?" Usopp goes, "Someone absurdly strong showed up," and it's in reference to Hiruden. Oh my god, that's crazy,
He says
dude.
a conqueror's been born.
Do you think Hiruden fell, or do you think he jumped
What do you mean?
to make it? Because he's down here in the hell realm, right? Like that's where everyone is.
No, I believe we're still in the Sun Realm.
Oh, we're still in the Sun Realm. I got a little
Yeah.
confused then because I thought that they fell to the Hell Realm.
Yeah.
Are we
No,
sure?
Inu fell to the Hell Realm. I'm pretty sure Scopper and Luffy are still in the Sun Realm.
Oh, interesting. Chat, what do you think? Are we 80% of 50 votes believes that these are Maki sleeves, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say because we do see the branches. You're right on that front. I didn't contextualize that. But
Yeah, the branches and then Emu like flew upwards. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just the Sun Realm.
Okay. Okay. So then I still got that prediction right that Emu fell below the Sun Realm and had to fly back up. But I didn't get the context of that in this chapter. Emu did jump up this chapter, yeah. Gotcha. Emu's the one who fell. I didn't fully get that. Now I do. Yeah, that's interesting. That Hiruden was the one. I liked what Oda did with Hiruden though, with the whole "Don't worry about me, Loki is here." I like that. And then Loki starts running up. Well said, brother. I like that. I like that a lot. And then Luffy
First time he
just
calls him brother.
yeah, didn't let him finish the thing, but it's interesting because it's. Do you think that they've mentally been practicing this Hakoku sovereignty like all these years? Or do you think that they did when they were kids? Like Harold had them practice it, we just never saw it.
I think they've been mentally preparing.
Yeah, that's the only
Like
way.
one of those things where it's like, yes, like maybe one day I'll be able to do this with my brother.
Yeah,
If we ever got along.
yeah. Every time Hiruden has been seeing his crew do it time and time again, and he's been withholding because he says the only time he's gonna do it is with his brother. The first time it has to be with his brother. That's what why he didn't show up and do it with his crew. That's crazy. Do you think that do you think that if all five new giant pirates got together, five? Yeah. They
5.
did a Goru Koku sovereignty. I don't know what five would be called, but a five general Hokoku sovereignty. Do you think it'd be stronger than this three general one right here?
No.
Okay, yeah, that would be crazy. Um,
Yeah. No.
and what did Luffy do? Did Luffy just do a punch? Like he just did a
He just
rifle?
did a punch. Yeah.
Crazy. Do you think he could be stronger if he did a Bajran? Imagine he did a Bajran gun Hokoku sovereignty, bro. That'd be wild. That'd be wild. But yeah, there's not like
It's tough because like it's like a airwave attack almost, right?
yeah. It's is it just airwave or is it hockey? Like is Hired using hockey just not Conquer's hockey?
I don't know.
It's hard to say, right?
Yeah, it's hard to say because it's not like we have like hockey lines coming out. Like even without Conquer's hockey, right? There should still be like some sort of waves.
Yeah, something. I wish Oda just would sometimes just be like, this arrows pointing like a YouTube thumbnail. This is hockey, you know? Sometimes we might need that. Like I feel like I'm dumb enough to need that kind of hand holding a little bit. Feel free to do that, Oda. Feel free to do that. Um
You
so
need
I
him
guess
like Frieza and Babidi combined.
what, Emu?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too sure about like the Babidi part. I see. Yeah, because he homogenifies people. Frieza because he
Yeah.
transforms. Yeah, sure. I'm cool with that.
Luffy moving like his granddad? Barely. Luffy's barely moving like his grand. Where's the critical mass hockey, bro? Um but here's a question. So unlike previous times, we don't see the result of this Gokoku sovereignty. Do you think Emu is just tanking it? Is just standing there? Like, do you think he gets pushed
Yeah,
back?
I think he tanks it, dude.
Yeah, I'm getting a feeling that the smoke is gonna clear and Emu's just like, is that all you've got? Something like that. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I don't think he really cares.
Yeah, I think the most perturbed Emu is just seeing Loki get up, Luffy get up, like that. When his eyes are looking down, he's like, "What the hell are these people?" And then Scopper says that too. I'm just like, when I see Loki running, I'm low-key like Gert is the greatest doctor ever. Or maybe it was Chopper, but Chopper left. But then it's followed up with Luffy just recovering, which no idea. But I'm assuming it's just it is what it is. We're not gonna really get much more of like an explanation of that later on, or even recoil to be honest. But um, do you think that Emu is gonna use more weapons or new techniques, like more Maki stuff?
I think both.
Think both. You think we're gonna get a whole kit and caboodle? Do you think next chapter is gonna be like Emu Luffy chapter, or are we cutting away finally to Zoro Sanji?
Um, I think we're gonna get like 20% more Emu fight, and then we're gonna skip over to Zoro Sanji Biblo.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's
Well,
kind of
maybe okay. Actually, maybe we continue the fight like 80% of the chapter,
yeah.
and then because we need them to kind of like lose, and then we'll cut away.
That's where it's kind of interesting because I like yeah, it's a 4v1, but this 4v1 doesn't feel like it's not intimidating for me from Emu's perspective because Emu beat all of them 1v1 when they were stronger. And like the only real wild cards is Luffy and Hired right now. Scopper lost an arm and Loki should be like he had a full 1v1. So like unless we're just going to get a bunch of group attacks like we did when Emu was fighting like at God Valley, which you know none of that did anything. You know, like isn't that crazy? Like Emu in Saturn's body was able to attack a tank like Rocks, Whitebeard, Kaido, Big Mom, Garp, like all of their attacks, Roger. Um, and there was fine, but like here we are, like I Emu's here in the flesh, and I'm seeing an attack that's leagues below that attack, right? Like there was 6 conquerors, right? All attacking at once, and Emu in Saturn's body was just fine. So it's like I don't know when to put the stakes on and be like, oh my god, this attack's finally gonna hurt Emu. I think Scoppers like has the right perspective of like, hey Luffy, you gotta run. Do you think ultimately what Scopper says is what comes to fruition? Like they're gonna have to just stall for the straws to get out?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think we're have to flee. I don't think we're gonna have to flee Elbath. I think Emu's just gonna hit the time limit.
Bro, this time limit, it's so weird. Like Emu is just transforming and doing more and more. Like in terms of shonen, like this might be the least time limit restricted time limit ever. Like he's like usually when we have time limits or restriction things, like it's like, oh, I can't access my full powers, or if I use my full powers it exhausts my time limit more. But like we haven't gotten either side of it, so
I feel like I think that is what's happening to Emu right now. I think with each
mm,
power he does lose more time.
could be.
He's just not telling us.
Yeah, I guess that's just it. Emu's just like not letting us on.
And I agree with Mocal, right? Emu time limit kicks in when the plot needs it. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
most things, right? Like yeah,
yeah,
the and plus I think we still need probably like Zoro Sanji to win. Like, oh my god, my timer went down by 30 minutes. I thought I had more time here, and that's why he was playing around. Like I had 2 hours, but because Killingham and Sommers lost, I have 10 minutes. And then here comes Usopp. Like unironically, we do still need Usopp here, and probably even like Shuri too.
I think
What do y'all do
Shuri.
as regular jobs? I don't know what Par. Well, oh no, actually I know what Par does. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
dox him though. I work at restaurants.
I do property management and social media stuff. So for I mean for I mentioned this a little while back, but there's an account called Modern Action. I do their social media now. So that's a
Oh,
part-time
that's the
thing.
account. You never told me that.
Yeah, that's me just posting up news stuff.
Nice.
Um yeah, doing social media.
For me, if you go to Oklahoma and if you visit a Japanese restaurant, there's a high chance I've been involved somehow, some way.
Yep, there's that.
That's a good way to put my job.
Apparently some people way back when me and Sai first started collabing, they recognized Sai at the restaurant and said hi. And even that was when we started collabing, so they knew about me too, I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um
if you ever see me at a place, I'll buy you something. I'll buy you dessert.
ooh. Sai
That's what I
has some
usually
good
do. I
desserts.
usually if somebody recognizes me, I'll give them like free dessert.
Ooh, look at that. Damn, I should show up and be like, hey, Sai, do you
You're not
recognize
getting
me?
anything, Par.
No.
You're not getting anything.
I just show up like, hey, big fan, Sai. I watch your channel. I should if I shaved and then got a haircut and then showed up, I you might not be able to recognize me off rip. Nah,
If
you
you
would.
shaved, well, I saw a picture of you. I think I was scrolling back to like older Parcasts back when you were like clean shaven and had short hair. And I
Yeah,
was like, damn, this is like a different Par, dude.
yeah, yeah. That being said, I'm cutting my hair next week actually. To
Really, dude,
yeah,
you're gonna look so fucking clean.
yeah. I'm gonna. The
I'm
hair's
excited
long
for it.
enough to donate now.
Yeah, I forgot that's why you were doing the hair thing.
Yep, yep. And my son's school's starting, so we're giving him a. We're cutting his hair short too, so we can match.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah,
I miss clean Par.
clean part. Yeah, I look back and I'm like, damn, I miss it too. Long hair is fun. A lot of people like it. Like Rogers Bates posted a thing, and a bunch of people were like, "Yo, when did Par grow out his hair? It looks good." And it looks good when like you put the effort in, but short hair is just so much easier to just not.
Easy to tame.
Yeah. I was telling my wife, I was like, yeah, I don't know how girls do it. It's crazy. just keeping long hair all the goddamn time, and it's so
Not trying to
hot.
be sexist here, but I mean, I feel like girls spend a lot more time getting ready than guys do for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like my hair's super
A
thick,
1000%, bro. Oh my
so
god.
yeah, my hair's super thick, so it's like having a jacket on my head. It's so much hotter than you would think. It like genuinely even in AC, I could be sweating because if I let my hair sit in front, it's like there's nothing hidden. It's just sweat. It's crazy.
The fucking comment. Par doesn't even look like his pillow anymore. Yeah, I was watching your video and you had that outro screen with like an Avi. I was like, bro, it's not even fucking Par anymore, bro. Who is this? Who is this fucking Indian guy at the end of the video, man? Who is
Yo,
this guy?
I was considering
I was
updating it.
laughing, dude.
And then I'm like, technically the hair is temporary, so I'll go back. I'm gonna jump scare my mom is gonna be the happiest person because she likes my long hair, but she also doesn't like my long hair. Every time I see her, she's like, "When are you gonna cut your hair?" And she knows I'm doing it for a good reason. But yeah, when I cut it, she'll be a big fan. Oh yeah, and that was the other reason why she screenshotted the chat. It's because people was like Jesus Par. So she was like saying like people think you look like Jesus, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so funny. She was reading chat. So there's also that. Gonna miss the Craven Hunter Jesus Par era. Yeah, I'm still gonna have longish. Like my hair will still be like this long. I feel like.
And he's
It's
still gonna dress like Craven the Hunter too. Don't worry, guys.
yeah. I still have the
That's
vest
that's
on.
not changing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But my hair should be shorter than it has been in the last 3 years. So it'll be wild. I'll be feeling the breeze again. Um, just like Emu's feeling the breeze. Uh, which actually, yeah, I just feel like Emu just tanks it and standing there like a terrifying villain. Um, in true shonen fashion, Luffy's doing this fight with 3 helpers here, but then eventually Luffy's gonna 1v1 Emu, and Emu's gonna be like, wow, this guy got a lot stronger. How did he do this? And Luffy's just like, I ate more. Something like that. Um, but yeah, now that Scopper's arm is just like a background character, I feel like it's cementing that like he's not gonna get it back. How do you feel about that?
I think it depends.
Uh-huh.
Like we have so many people here that could reattach the arm or
Yeah.
just give him a prosthetic. So I'm not like, yeah,
You know what
I'm
would have
not
been
leaning
cool?
too hard one way or the other for Scopper's arm.
Not saying that like I would have liked this better, but it would have been cool if Emu was like, "Here, I'll grant you your arm back as a reward." Like it would have been sick if he just healed him and just like floated his arm back to it and then just like did some voodoo magic. When he said like, now I not that I've got the hands to applaud you," and then Emu was just like, "Here, you want your arm back? This is the power of a god." Something like that. That'd have been sick.
That would be so fucking weird.
Really? I feel like that'd have been cool. Yeah, see, that would have been oh, that was Mr. Nine, never mind.
Yeah, it was Mr. Nine who said it. So you're getting compliments from Mr. Nine.
Broke
Do you really
Works.
want that?
Yeah, from Broke Works. Um looks like Scopper isn't gonna die. That cliffhanger from last week didn't amount to much. There's still a chance. I feel like if Scopper gets back up and fights, then it kind of depends on the it to me it depends on this time limit thing. Like whatever the context of the time limit is, that really will save Oda a lot with like the whole how much is at stake, because he could just yank Emu next chapter. You know, who knows? Especially with these break weeks. By the time, what month are we in? We're in August. Next chapter is in September, right? So next chapter it could be September and Emu's gone from Elbaf. That could
Dude,
be
I
it.
fucking love these break weeks, man.
Yeah, the break weeks are good, but also like I just want them scheduled. As long as they're scheduled, they're like which I get. Sometimes Oda can't schedule all the breaks, so life happens. But it does make it does make posting a little interesting because if I know the break weeks are coming, that I could post a theory video or plan to. But these
Yeah.
chapters are also weird because they don't like lead to theories. these chapters at least. Like these chapters are kind of like, if I were to post a theory, most of my theories, like I have a theory about Ginny, I have a theory about Shanks and Loki, their battle stuff. It's not related to any of this stuff. And I feel like it's so hard to theorize about Emu and their form or their powers because we're not getting much. We're just seeing stuff, but we're not getting any context. Like Emu transformed, and it's like, okay, but like there's no name behind it. There's no like different power here. Even the swords are hard to like pull something in, you know. So, um, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Walmart is adding Apple
Yeah, I
Pay.
mean, like I said, dude, like I yap a lot about the chapter, and I was like, dude, I only got 20 minutes of content out of that one. And then even for polls, because I do a lot of poll videos on the side.
Yeah,
And I was like, dude, I don't even know what to fucking make polls about here. Like, what do I talk about, dude?
yeah. These chapters
I was
are.
I was at a loss.
I mean, the podcast is going to be shorter. We know that much. But
Oh yeah, that podcast is gonna be like fucking 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm aiming for 8 minutes.
there's not even a cover story, bro. Or is there a cover story in
Oh yeah, not
TCB?
even a cover story.
Yeah, TCB didn't post one, so I just assumed there's no cover story. Um, but yeah, so like, I hit 26 minutes. This might be, I think there was one shorter, but that was like a 13-page chapter. This is a full chapter. It's just no cover story, and it's just like fighting slash like random dialogue, kind of. So there's not really much to extrapolate based off of just watching what's happening. It's like we're mid fight sequence. Um, the anime is gonna pad this like nobody's business. Like when Gungnir, oh my god, I can't imagine the animation when.
Oh my dude, the anime getting 30 minutes out of this episode. Good luck. Holy fuck, dude. The anime pacing's pretty bad already.
Yeah,
Even though it's like 1-to-1, it's still not the best. I can't imagine what it's gonna be here.
yeah,
Unless
yeah.
they add in a lot of like extra fight scenes, which I'd be happy about. But I'm just like, if they don't add any new scenes, they're gonna be struggling, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna have to add like a scene of, they're gonna show Hyden running up in the background, like a foot like running in, and it's like hiding who it actually is. But when the Gungnir hits, they're gonna make like the earth shake, the world, like the air rattling, Emu's
Do you think
face
we have
getting
a
squished.
little cinematic Vice?
Yeah, oh, flashback to Mock Vice,
That'd be
100%.
so funny, bro. Like he hits Emu, and then like right behind Emu is like Mac Vice.
Yeah, we get
Just like
flashes
an
of.
impact frame of him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, it'd be crazy. That'd be nuts. Like when Emu hits the
Please, Oda, do
wall,
it.
we see Mock Vice impact frame again. Dude. Toei needs to gas up Harden, so
Actually,
we riot.
what they need to do is that they need to actually make it to where Hyden lands like 5 attacks on Emu.
Oh yeah, Gungnir is
Like
like a.
after this, there's like a huge clash and everything.
No, I'd like it if Gungnir was like a, like I forget what anime character it is. Oh, Toriko, where Toriko does like triple thing, and it's like he does one attack, but it goes like all at once. It's like Gungnir's like
Oh
that
yeah.
too. That'd be crazy. It's like a pump action attack, huh? Dude, dude. And then what do you
Give us
think?
all of it, man.
I think the second MVP of this chapter, besides Hyerden, shout outs Hyerden, is Hyerden's shield, bro. Tanking the Maki bullets.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude, he's used to this. Like if we're talking about somebody who has like the most experience fighting Emu here, it's Hyden.
Yeah, Hyerden.
Like I
Hyerden
could see
saw
us in the
Zoro.
future, like imagine the final war where they're like, man, like, what do we do against Emu? What's our strategy? And then Luffy says, I know someone who's fought before and lived. And then they bring in Hyden. Like he's
Yeah,
literally the guy with the most experience. No pun intended. Like he is that man.
he came
He
back
is
for
the
more.
man marked by Omen.
Yeah, he even came back for more. Um, yeah. Marco, thank you for the goat trophy. 1,000 jewels. That's crazy. I didn't know that's a thing. A
Oh, I
golden
love
goat
Anoya,
trophy.
dude.
Um,
Noya's like one of the best characters out there. Shout out to the
Noya.
goat. Yeah, he's from JJK.
Wait, which character? Noya? Who's
Yeah,
that?
Noya's the guy. He was like the one good Zenin clan member.
Oh, I see. I googled it. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Hmm. Let me see. This man's
like
Sai
ranked
won't
number
back
one in the
down.
Japan's popularity poll.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like stupidly high, even though he dies really fast.
Uh, um,
Of course, Sai defends that man, brother. We all got some Noya in us, man. Come on,
can't wait for Usopp to hit Emu with a black flash.
we all liked him.
I'd like it if
Cool
Emu,
accent,
if
cool design.
like it'd be cool if Usopp starts sniping these Maki bullets out of the air. That'd be kind of cool. I would like that'd be enough for me to start gassing up Usopp. If we saw these bullets get flicked and then you just see just out of the air and everyone's like, "Who did that?" And then you just see like Usopp as a silhouette like mad far away. I could I would dig that. That'd be kind of cool. Um yeah, it's crazy. Do you think we're going to see like the new giant pirates can't show up. Gerd is here. Wait, no, who else is here? Is it just Gerd? That's
We
with
don't
the
know where Roto is. I mean, well, okay, we know where they are. Most of them should be at the village.
okay.
We just haven't seen them in a while, but
Hmm.
they should be at the village fighting Zaza for the kids.
Right. Because I was just wondering who else could show up to this fight. I think everyone's here. Everyone who could be here, who makes sense to be
Yeah.
here, is here.
And then bringing Jarl in doesn't make any sense anymore because like he told Hyruden to come here, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and he shouldn't be able to run. Shouldn't be able to, unless he rolled like Sonic. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, it wouldn't be
I'm not a
cool.
Griffin defender. I'm just saying Griffin has aura. It's a difference.
Um,
And he was cool pre-Femto.
let me see.
Nobody can
Honibami.
deny that one.
It looks like Emu likes this sword. It has a special
I
affinity
think it's
for
one
it.
of his stronger weapons, which is kind of gassing whatever king had that weapon too. Then in a way,
Yeah, the Honibami. Um,
yeah,
which also it seemed like it had a delay effect too because when I don't know how like in last chapter how it looked exactly to other people, but it doesn't look like Emu throws a swing when he does the thing, but then he just like says Honibami and then that like monster thing jumps off of Scopper and like could that be from before? I don't know, but like I guess Emu like held his sword up and said Honibami. So like maybe he was activating it
yeah.
or maybe it's like
You
stigma
like have
where
to invoke the name. This time
yeah.
around, though, he actually has like more Hone Bami snakes, though, right? Because there's like
Yeah. I
two that you
think
could see compared to one.
he has one there. Let me see. Yeah, he has two almost oh no, that's his arm, I think. He has two
Yeah,
definitely there. Um which is interesting. I just want to know how these swords work. There's so much about Emu that we don't get, like we don't learn. And we keep on stacking those things, like the weapons, the transformations, the first transformation, the abilities, the powers, like anything. I want to know the origin, the source. This chapter does add a lot of lore to it by just calling him a god from Scopper's perspective, which is just adding to the flame that he knows the void century truth, and this is the word that he comes up with, that he's a god. That's as simple as it could be. Um, Ramon with the $5 super chat says, "Do you think the reason the world government destroys libraries is because, like in Minecraft, when you have an amalgamation of books, you can enchant your weapons?" I don't know Minecraft like that. I didn't watch the iShow Speed Kai Cenat collab, but Sai is an expert in Minecraft. What are we? Could you give me some more context here?
I mean, at that point, why don't they just steal the books rather than destroy them, though? I
Oh,
see what you're trying to say, but then again, like it's not like the libraries know how to enchant automatically, right? Like, let's say Library of Ohara, yes, they could enchant a weapon, but they don't have an enchantment table, so I'd say no. It's a fun idea though. Maybe that's how they enchanted weapons in the past, But
Yeah.
nowadays, I feel like that shit's lost. But I
Dang.
love
So
Minecraft though. I need to replay it again. I love modded Minecraft, dude. I pay
mm,
money for servers sometimes.
sounds fun. It seemed fun that I saw a little bit of the Kaizenat I show speed thing.
I think they're just playing vanilla Minecraft though. You got to play the modded Minecraft. Like I
Oh, I
always
thought
get
they were
like
doing like hardcore or whatever.
hard. I mean that's still like normal Minecraft. Like but you
Uh,
gotta. There's like one mod for example. It's called Cobblemon. It has like every Pokemon known to mankind in there, and you can just go around capturing Pokemon.
whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like so fucking dope. I have that. I have like a bunch of different mods too. Yeah, I love Minecraft, dude.
Dang. Yeah, I never ended up getting into Minecraft, but pretty big stuff. But as far as I mean, that sounds cool if books could enchant stuff, but like I said, then it makes it odd that they're doing it this route where they destroy the books instead of keep the books. But that would be cool if Biblo is just like hoot 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 hoot, and then Chopper's like, "You mean we can have weapons just like Emu?" And then goes, "What's an emu?" But yeah, like it'd be cool if Biblo was the source of that information. Um, and then like
Whatever
Robin,
Biblo is saying, it doesn't seem that like crazy, right? Like literally, because like I don't know. I just find it funny that Saul's like, "Yo, Biblo wants to tell us something," and Biblo looks so
nonchalant.
unmotivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he really doesn't have anything to say. Like I don't know why this guy's telling you that, man.
Yeah, like no flapping of the wings, no like hoot 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 hoot. Like there's no animation to Biblo. Maybe it's because Biblo's old, but even Chopper's
I mean, maybe he's
reactions kind of
tired.
just huh? Like it's just like it's not like huh or huh. It's not like there's no. It's just it's kind of even the reaction's not like mural level reaction, you know?
Mural level reaction.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like Frankie was like frozen, like huh, like jaw dropped. I guess Chopper is too, but like maybe Chopper's just not as emotive as like a Frankie is, you know. Um, Biblo
People
hype
are
is
saying,
dying.
Biblo's saying, "Hey, welcome back in, Forest God. I've been waiting.
Yeah, yeah, I was thinking about that
I've been
too.
waiting for you, friend."
You are the one who has inherited the forest god. You are the one to tame the beasts. Chopper's like, huh? What?
Ooh, maybe this is how we figure out Biblo's a girl. It's like, I've been waiting for you, master.
To procreate or like because he's like a
I have no idea.
succubus.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe to procreate.
yeah, maybe. That's what
Or
owls.
maybe Chopper created Biblo in the past. And it's like, oh yes, my creator is back home finally.
Oh no, someone
Like
said
some
like
ReZero Pleiades Watchtower type shit.
someone did say like Luffy dies and now Chopper Biblo says you are the new protagonist of the story. Would be crazy. Would be crazy. Biblo saying Ange is a traitor would be top Psy agenda.
What do you mean by this, Sai?
Oh
By what,
god.
brother?
Biblo's three hoots are three dots like dragon.
All right, now, okay, guys, it's just an it's just an ellipses.
Yeah, it's an ellipses. We got dragon
Guys, it's just an ellipses, man.
hoot 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 hoot. Dang. I wonder. Imagine we get paragraph like these hoots.
Like
Each hoot.
imagine somebody hears a hoot in real life and they're like, "Oh my god, this owl is speaking like Biblo." It's like, all right, brother.
Oh my god,
Okay,
Oda knows. Oda figured.
yeah. It's
Oh
like
god.
Oda did it again.
Yeah. We see tweets about that. Oda's goaded for this one. Owls make a hoot sound.
They say life imitates art, huh?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'll
Um,
be so funny, dude.
Ange ranked 189 and Barbell ranked 332 in the popularity poll out of 1567. That's crazy. You got Ange
Oh
super high
yeah,
up. That's all that's
popularity
half
poll is kind of
you.
funny. Did you see what's it called? The top 15 people in the popularity poll, which unfortunately it's gonna be like all straw hats.
No, I didn't see.
They're gonna get like a special eye catcher for the anime next year,
Oh, I
which
did
I
see
think is
that.
so fucking dope. But I say it's unfortunate because it's all just straw hats who, well,
Would have gotten
at
it
least
anyways.
half of them will be straw hats who are already gonna get one anyways. So
Yeah,
it's like, ah, damn it,
yeah.
that sucks.
Maybe I mean, Rocks should be up there though,
Understandable, but damn.
right? Rocks should be up there. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 I think yeah. Law is gonna be up there. Shanks is gonna be up there. Rocks is gonna be up there. I'm not too sure who else.
yeah, like Harold
All the straw
would be a
hats are
cool one,
there for sure. So
but
that's like 10 spots already.
they're gonna release that this Saturday or this Sunday.
Yeah. Oh
Dope.
yeah, Uta's up there. Loki might be up there too. Yeah, Loki's probably up there too. Yamato probably.
Yeah, but
Corazone's not top 15.
Characters like
Was
Yamato
he?
probably already
Let's see.
like were on the docket anyways. Yamato and Uta are like fan service characters. Come on. You know what I mean? If we're talking about eye catchers, they are the eye catchers. But so in terms of winning this popularity contest, Rocks is a
Like
good
to give
W.
you to give you a good example, I'm looking at the midterm results. The only non-straw hats in the top 15: Law, Shanks, Uta, Ace, Rocks, Hancock, Sabo, and
Crocodile's fun.
Corazon. Oh, Corazon is up there.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, he's in the midterm top 15. Okay, my bad, my bad. I knew he was up there. I didn't know he was top 15.
If Emu gets
Wow.
number one after reveal, it'd
Wait,
be aura.
there's some straw hats who are not in the top 15 actually. Hold up.
What, Jinbei Brook?
Usopp is not top 15.
Damn. Usopp.
Usopp, Brook, Frankie, Jinbei. They're
Yeah.
not top 15.
Makes sense. This merch
Yeah.
is lacking. They're not
Loki is
girls.
21. Perona's 18. I love that, dude. Perona's so close. Damn it. Yamato's
Dang.
17. Yeah. Who had higher in the
Close.
popularity poll? Yamato or Carrot? Yamato. Carrot is
Long gone.
29. Carrot's 29. Yamato is 17.
Yeah. Was Emu on the list?
I don't know. Oh, Emu is on the list. He's at 49. But that's like
Silhouette.
silhouette Emu.
Yeah. It'd be cool to get an Emu eye catcher, but I doubt we're gonna get one. So never know though. Yeah. Crazy, crazy. Do you think next chapter is gonna be shorter than this in terms of like discussion?
Probably not.
Probably not. You think we're gonna reinflate the context of the chapters again? I feel like until Elbaf ends, we're gonna keep getting more chapters like this because it's just there's just more fighting to be had. Like until Emu gets clocked out, it's just gonna be fighting, fighting, fighting. But there's certain stepstones like Shuri's dialogue, and Emu and the Holy Knights in general that could expand it. But the longer we wait off on them, I think the longer or the more often we're getting at chapters like this that are just like holding back. Like it's a lot of as you put it, vague posting. Like what Stopper says, like at the end of the day, it's like as readers, it's like him being called a god is not new information. Biblo not saying, not being translated in real time, who knows? Do you think we're gonna get that information anytime soon? Or is it gonna be like a
Wait,
Robin
say it again?
situation, like the Chopper Biblo conversation? Do you think we're gonna get the context or the results of that conversation within Elbaf or
Oh,
soon
with an Elbaf.
within Elbaf?
Yeah.
Do you think it can be next
Yeah.
chapter type of thing, or like end of after Emu leaves type of thing?
I think it's during the Emu battle.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's it's a hard one because it really depends on what Biblo is saying. Like if it's contextual with Emu, if it's contextual with Chopper. Like we might get that Chopper is like Emu's kryptonite, and they just need to like throw Chopper at Emu. and then give him a big hug or something, and then Chopper's like dwindles away. Not Chopper. Emu's like powers like fizzle out when Chopper's like in contact, and Biblo goes like, "You are the key, Force God," something like that. But who knows? Who knows? These chapters, they're getting more and more unpredictable. Personally, I can't wait for them to be a little bit more predictable, in the sense because that just means that we'll have more dialogue, like more conversations to be had. I feel like when we are able to have more conversations, that's when the chapters are, there's like a lot more to talk about in terms of like what happens next. But right now it's like we don't even know, are we going to do Zoro Sanji stuff, are we going to do Luffy Emu hired in and gang fight, are we going to go Zaza? Are we going to do Sanji focus? Are we going to do Zoro focus? Like, we have no idea. To the point that, like, I don't know why, in the back of my mind, I'm like, maybe there's a flashback coming. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know who it'd be from, but maybe there's a
If we get a
flashback.
flashback, it's probably just Shuri.
Yeah, that was my question to you, is if we were to get a flashback, who would it be? And Shuri would make a lot of sense because it would give us like God Valley, not God Valley, sorry, just Celestial Dragon backstory stuff. Um, People will quit the series if that's the case. If what's the case? What did I say that would make people quit the series? Did I say something like that? Um, see, the anime might reach 26 episodes before the manga reaches 26 chapters. Yeah, we're getting a lot of breaks. Um,
We're on course with like 13, 14 breaks this year, which is kind of like the average at this point.
yeah, but end of the year carries a lot of breaks, I feel like, because of Christmas and New Year's stuff, right? So there's at least two then.
Yeah.
And then November, I think, usually had two. So there's at least four more breaks then, and in between September, October, November, right? So it really, are we gonna get 6 chapters in September and October? Who knows? Who knows? We might not. But here nonetheless, 9 chapters until the weighted chapter 1200. Do you think it's definitely possible to hit chapter 1200 this year? 6 chapters. Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chopper one shot Emu is what they were talking about, by the way.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Chopper one-shotting Emu would be an interesting thing, because then it makes like a dynamic in the fight where it's like you have to bring Chopper to the battle and bring him
I
to
don't think
the.
there's a world where Chopper one shots Emu. I think there's a
Yeah.
world where Chopper can be effective against Emu, though.
Yeah, not one shot, like
I think that's a
kryptonite.
better way to put it.
Yeah, when I said kryptonite, I meant more like weakens, not like one shot kills Superman type of deal. Um, but like at the end of the day, I would like, I think Biblo's conversation with Chopper lining up with the mysteries behind Dami Reversi and what Chopper is could make a lot of sense. Like, I feel like that would be the, like, if I were to put money, if I were to do a poll and those are the options, what is the conversation Biblo's having with Chopper? I might put like Forest God conversation up there. And it might not even be, I'm not saying that he is the Forest God, but I'm saying that like I'm putting that underneath like what happened with the whole Damier Versi. Like, that's all underneath that umbrella, like Chopper specific buff. And I say that because the other Straw Hats, like, you know, Frankie got a buff. Brooke might be on the precipice of a buff with his flashback. He had a whole focus. So, like, if we're giving, like, every Straw Hat, like, Usopp got the conversation with Emu. Frankie got a buff with the Vega Cola. Brooke got an entire flashback. This might be a Chopper specific conversation. This might be a Biblo specific, hey, Chopper, this is for you, type of deal, just like how the other Straw Hats got something just for themselves. And it might separate out, like, and I feel like that also would help in the degree of like, does Biblo know Emu? Does Biblo know the gravity of Emu? Maybe not. Maybe Biblo's not that important to the story. Maybe we consolidate Biblo to just like Devil Fruit
No
lore.
fucking way that happens.
What? Which one?
Biblo just not important to the story. Not knowing
Not
Emu.
Yeah, not important to the story, but kind of like consolidating like kind of like with the Kendall stuff, where it's like a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, Kendall's this part of the story. She's still alive. She's doing all this stuff." Instead, it was like, "Nope, she's written out the story." And to the extent
I
of the
still think
flashback,
Kendall's alive too.
right? I know. I'm talking about in extent we can theorize, right? But as far as the flashback goes, it's like all of the ideas about Kendall backstabbing or this stabbing or being alive and curating the characters this way or that way, like we can't tell until Shuri's backstory. But like I feel like maybe it might make sense to consolidate the expectation of Biblo away from Emu and just keep it on Chopper. um but
So okay, so you're saying, but what are the chances of that though? What do you think that's actually like highly probable?
I think that if you were to put a poll and it's like, is Biblo going to talk about Emu or Chopper, I might put more
Why
money on
not both?
Chopper specifically. You know what I mean? Like, I think it could be both. It could be that Biblo has a lot to say. But if I'm going off of the chapters, like the way Oda's going off, it's like he's not really spilling, like he could spill the beans a lot with Biblo, obviously. I think that's where a lot of the theories and expectations come from, right? But there's also a world where he consolidates what Biblo gives us, and he gives us a miniature of, it's kind of like Ragnar. Like Ragnar like could have a lot of information too, technically, but is Ragnar going to be the source of that information? It's like, I don't know. It's kind of hard because technically he's a hammer first, squirrel second, but and hasn't given us that much information. Um, but the more Odo postpones it, the more likely that it is a nothing burger. Yeah, I can also understand that expectation, that feeling, but um, I'm not saying it's out. I'm just saying that like, Biblo's conversation being multifaceted might not be in the cards. Biblo is a guy because his voice actor was already revealed in the anime credits. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Personally wouldn't expect too much from Biblo's importance. Yeah, I like that's what I'm saying. I feel like especially now, people might be waning on the Biblo importance. Like I feel like a Biblo theory even a few chapters ago would have been even more hype, like in terms of expectations. But after this chapter, it's like, nah, Biblo's just probably talking Chopper about Chopper's abilities or something like that. Um, it really is curious though. Biblo has the potential for a lot. Biblo does have the potential for a lot. Um, but like the reactions, even in this chapter when we're looking at it, like I was saying before, it doesn't feel like mural and Harley text gravity. You know what I mean? But that could be because when we get it deciphered, it's like we get the um, gravity of it. But hey, maybe Robin gives us more context. When we read the Harley text, it was Chopper and Robin, right? Or was it just Robin? Let me
I
double
believe it
check.
was Chopper and Robin.
Yeah, it was Chopper and Robin. So maybe it's context. Biblos, it's like there's another chapter to the Harley text. Hoot hoot! There's another page that you guys didn't read. Hoot hoot. Um, Chopper's basically doing the surprise Pikachu face. I feel like it's less than the surprise Pikachu face. But yeah, it kind of is that. This feels like Marco's message. Okay, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say that he's just gonna tell us non information. You know what I mean? Like Marco's message was the equivalent of like, I'm here. Like I have a message for you, Luffy. It's me. It's me, Mario. Like, no, it's not gonna be like that, but um, let's see. Yeah, I'd like to hope that Biblo gives us a lot, but I'm trying to temper my expectations. Um, but yeah. Uh, what would you put your money on, side for Biblo?
Oh, I think
Biblo's.
he knows everything.
You think he knows everything? You think he's
Yeah, I
gonna
think he
tell?
knows about Emu. I think he knows about Chopper Forest God. So
Okay, so and you think that all of that information is being divulged?
maybe not like right now, but I feel like he
Yeah,
will give us all that information.
that'll be an interesting route. It'd be interesting if Scopper. Do you think that Biblo knows more than Scopper knows about the Void Century?
I think they know different things.
different things, but of like, do we know that Biblo is of the Void Century?
We don't know.
We don't know. Very important. Why wouldn't Biblo
All we
just
know
write
is
it
that
down?
Biblo is hundreds of years old.
Yeah. Um, you're telling me he's hundreds of years old and didn't learn to write? He did learn how
Hey,
to
anime
shrink
logic, man.
and make books big. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Like maybe he wants Chopper to write for him. That'd be crazy. Um, Biblo might know where to find the man marked by flames. Biblo might be the man marked by flames. Nah, I'm joking. That one's not true. Um, everything you think is important isn't. It's just a throwaway reference to something in the past. Almost every character in the story is a victim of this. That might have been the most tame comment you wrote, Mr. Nine, of like I could grasp that in terms of tempering expectations, but yeah. Did kings read and write or just the service? Uh I think like when kings did write, they were considered like grander, but I think in general, no, like the knowledgeable wrote the words of the kings for the kings, I think is generally how that went down, right? I believe that's how history was largely uh mentioned, but I'm not a historian. There is an Afro color spread and jump cover this chapter you didn't see. TCB didn't show it. Oh, an Afro color spread? That's fun.
Yeah, the
Dax.
straws are wearing like different colored afros.
Oh, Dax is gonna have a field day with that one. That he's gonna use that as a thumbnail for Lafro Tale 3 then. That's crazy. Did not know that. Um, oh, so it's just like all their colors like green. Like Luffy's has a red afro or a black
Luffy's
afro.
red, yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, Biblo doesn't have hands to write with. Biblo transforms into Yarouge. Nah, nah.
Now we're just memeing.
Yeah, I would sooner believe that Biblo is Mosa than Yarouge. But you know, then it go because like Loki can understand animal technically because he understands Ragnar, but like that's not to say that like the Dendenmushi is translating Biblo into Mosa. That'd be crazy. And just Mosa? Yeah. Everybody wants to be Mosa until they're not. Um, when Biblo turns into Dozon, I'll be a rich man. Okay, that would be hype. If Biblo is Dozon, that would be kind of hype. I don't see
Kind
that
of like
happening.
Sukiyaki being
Yeah,
revealed, or yeah,
like got
Sukiyaki being revealed as the old
transformed into
Pengu
an
man.
animal. Yeah, but and it's also more on the Sukiyaki side than it would be like on Dressrosa, like the curse of being turned transformed into something and being erased and not having be able to like if people forgetting you. But as a giant owl and librarian, you had to have a lot more autonomy than like a toy in Dressrosa that's being like monitored. You know what I mean? Because like if you stepped out of line as a toy, they would throw you in the junkyard versus Biblo having the information that they had as Dozon be kind of crazy if they didn't do anything with it. Must be annoying to clean up every time Biblo shits. He probably is like a bird. True birds, they choose where they poop, bro. I got my car got attacked by bird poop the other day. I got it washed and then the next day, boom, bird poop all over it. Um Biblo's literally gonna give us a Void Century flashback watch. I hope. I want that. That'd be dope. That would be dope. Um, if a shitload of Sea Kings roll up, I can see that making Emu leave. Do you think, Sai? Do you think third party or time limit? Which one's more likely?
Time limit.
Time limit. Yeah. Do you think third party is like super unlikely?
No, I think we could get both. I don't know. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Um. any crumb of any kind of lore, bro, it's been so dry. Yeah, I agree. I was just telling a friend about how the middle of Elbaf was so I love the middle of Elbaf. As like it sounds weird, but the when I was inactive, like not posting videos, that was probably like the craziest time for theories as well, like the murals and all that stuff. Like I was still streaming, but I didn't post. But that part of Elbaf was one of my favorites too, because you like there was so much to theorize about. I just didn't post any of the videos. Um, and now it's kind of hard to post. Like if I posted a mural video right now, it probably wouldn't pop off as much as a chapter video because chapter videos are just in the algorithm way more. Um, but still probably post up the mural video next if I were to do any video. I just want Emu to return to Marijuana with Blackbeard standing in the flower room just waiting for him. And then what? And then what does Blackbeard do? Hits us with a Zay ha 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 and then takes over Emu? Is that what we're
I could
expecting?
never get behind like the whole like Blackbeard is waiting for Emu and kills him afterwards theories. Those are always so crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, some people were asking, like, well, not saying, but they, like, in the comments, I think on last chapter's video, they were like, Par, like, this is proof that Blackbeard is the final villain. He's the one he'll defeat Emu, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, genuinely, replace Luffy with Blackbeard. Do you see Blackbeard faring better than Emu? And they're like, no, but like, they would gang up on Emu and use their crew. I'm like, still, like, I can't see the Blackbeard crew beating Emu as we saw them right now. Like the one that was struggling against Garp. You add the crew that's struggling against Garp and the one that was fighting Law and Beppo. It's like I don't see those two groups combining and getting the better of Emu. It just doesn't fit. Um, he'll capture him in a birdcage since he's a parrot. Oh my god. Yeah.
With
With
all
all
these
these
breaks, I think the
breaks,
end is closer than we think. Why is that?
I feel like the end is. I think the breaks could be Oda cooking up more, if anything. I feel like when,
Yeah, I don't think the breaks are like indicative of us being super close to the end of One Piece.
yeah, maybe the end of Elbaf, but I could see us being towards the end of Elbaf, which makes sense. But Oda is slowing it down break wise, schedule wise, to really hone in on the end of Elbaf because Emu's here, Scopper's doing his work. Like, what does he want to do? Does he want to keep characters? Does he want to get rid of characters? I feel like he wants the stakes to be higher. I feel like with the Vegapunk situation where old Vegapunk dies and the rest were there to carry on the torch. Maybe he does something similar with Scopper. I'm still on the boat that Scopper could die, but like it's not the most likely boat anymore for me. But uh Yarl dying would be cool, but Yarl isn't even in the vicinity of any like danger anymore. So, like, what does Yarl? Imagine Yarl drowns to Zaza. That would be so sad. if he the
That'd be
way,
crazy.
yeah, we cut back and they're like, no, we lost our greatest, and it's just a drowning incident from Zaza because Yarl couldn't move out of the floods. That'd be kind of wild, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Well, Oda may be savoring it. I would. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like saying, well, I mean, we had 16 breaks in 2024, so I mean, that must mean that we're close to the end of One Piece. I don't think that really means too
Where
much.
were we in 2024? Was 2024 pre Herald flashback?
It's like, was that Egghead?
No. 2 years ago? 60 chapters ish. So
Yeah, I
what
think
are
that was like
we?
Egghead.
11:30. That's the beginning. We're at the begin. Oh yeah, I guess we're at the beginning of like Lego stuff. But like that's at the beginning of 2024. Um
The breaks don't affect the anime
1131
as much if we're closing at the end. Yeah, I mean, huh.
1131 was Loki. So end of Egghead was the beginning of 2024 then. Um
Yeah, end of Egghead.
yeah.
Biggest giant dies the drowning. Yara will lose so much ore if that was the case, man.
Yeah, to Zaza
But
drowning
also,
too.
Sanji would feel bad too, because Sanji's whole thing is to beat Killingham to get rid of Zaza.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you just hear and it's just Jarl in the background. He's not moving because he's too old. Like he literally needed to be like carried to most places. The only time we really saw him walk was like into the throne room, and that was 14 years ago. So like, who knows? Post lobotomy, like, is he capable of swimming? I would imagine the sword would drown him. I would imagine he can't swim with a sword on top. Maybe it's a floaty. That'd be crazy if the hilt was hollow and it was a floaty. Sanji only feels bad if a female giant drowns, and that's when we find out Yarl is actually uh Ronya's grandmother instead of grandfather.
Now we're
Um,
just saying shit.
yeah,
Now we
yeah,
were already saying shit before. Now we're just super saying shit.
yeah. I mean, we're practicing for the Parcast, which we're gonna be getting to after this. Well, not after this, but on Sunday. Um, LBAF started in September 24. Really? Wait, which LBAF? Like Lego LBAF? Huh? That's crazy. I feel like that was that's exactly 2 years. Oh, I guess that is 2 years ago. So the estimation isn't that off. I was saying. Um, but yeah, was there anything crazy, Sai, with the spoiler community this week? With this chapter?
Not really.
Not really. Nothing. Any huge theories that came out of it that we haven't talked about or discussed?
Oh yeah, there was actually there was like one spoiler point that was wrong, but I think people are just flipping out for no reason.
Well, what do you mean?
PewPie's posted that we have like a small scene of like Zoro versus Summers, which we
Oh,
don't have here. It kind of makes you wonder like where he got that from, but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
from Pew Piece himself?
Yeah,
Dang. Dang, even the big can fall, I guess. Because is there even no? There's no Zoro Sanji. Oh, maybe it was just like a really bad scan of Emu holding a sword. Maybe it was that.
yeah, or it could be like maybe like just a clash. I have no idea. I don't know how they got that one,
Yeah,
but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, like one fake spoiler in the midst of like 4 years, like it's not. It's whatever.
yeah. Hey, adds more fuel to my fake spoilers that I will be
The leak
posting on
said Luffy
Monday.
eats food. Well, that one I can see why they put that. To be fair,
What do you mean they?
the leak said that Luffy ate food this chapter, and that's how he got back up,
Oh,
which is kind of what happens in a way.
he like he does what like I did this yesterday with my wife where I burped and like we had really good chicken sandwiches and I burped and like you can taste it again sometimes and I was like
Yeah,
yummy. Yeah, and my wife's like yakking because I said that. That's what Luffy did in this chapter. He just like burped a little bit and he got second wind of his food.
it's nasty.
Yeah, definitely not the thing you should admit in public, but hey, that chicken sandwich is really good. That hot honey chicken sandwich. Um isn't Luffy just putting up a face? No, I think he
His
genuinely
face
recovered.
also. I mean, he also gets like his stomach gets big too.
Yeah, it might be that like the food just hit his big intestine or something like that. Or his small intestine and it just got digested a little bit, Because it does take a long time to digest food. Like when you like when you poop, like the food is from like a day ago, you know? Technically the food that you eat takes like 8 hours to digest if it's protein. Like protein's like 4 to 8 hours or whatever. So yeah, okay, some life return, I guess. This isn't even life return. This is just shonen. He has extra food so far, but yeah, like the how it ends up looking because he expands his body kind of looks like life return a little bit, but the leaker was theorizing Luffy Luffy coping on how regens with his stockpile food when something could be going on with his dove fruit. Oh, the leaker as in Pew, or like is this a different leaker now?
Pew, but I mean, it was not even like cope. I mean, again, I feel like
It was a fair like
it was. I
yeah.
think it's just fair. I mean,
Mm,
this is food related one way or the other. I mean, he mentions that he ate a lot of food and that he's
yeah.
fine. He's gonna regenerate.
Yeah, if you had the dialogue and he says, I ate a lot, It sounds, and it like you can't really like when he's on his back, you can't really tell. And in a bad scan, it could look like he's scarfing down food right there. I could see that.
Yeah, here,
Um,
let me see. I can actually look up to see what PP said. But again,
um,
I feel like we should always take leaks with a grain of salt, anyways. So I like if there's like one bad spoiler or something misworded, I don't think it's like that big of a deal.
yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, this so we got break week, um, which means another prediction video. Crazy when you decided to do uh these predictions videos. I don't think you expected to do it every other week, but here we are.
Oh, definitely not, dude. It's crazy how that happened.
Yeah. Um yeah. Hey, one day Luffy might know what he's doing, but until then, you know, we'll just have to keep bouncing back with Luffy. Well, maybe next chapter we'll see him tucker out a little bit. But we're closing in on a 3 o'clock time limit and a 3 hour mark on the stream. So we will be closing in a little bit. What did the leaker say, Sai?
So I'll read the spoilers for you.
Okay.
So it says Okay, first up, there's the color spread title of the chapter. Biblow's talking with the Biblow's talking with Chopper. A scene of Zoro fighting Sommer. See that actually did not happen. And then they
Uh,
say Emu reveals a new transformation, becoming larger in size, gaining 4 horns, while his arms turn black.
mm,
Emu prepares to kill Gabon and Luffy, but Harden arrives at the moment and punches Emu away. However, Harden is hit by the demonic aura. Gabon tells Harden to run, but Harden says that he'll never submit. Even if he dies, Loki's still there. Loki arrives. Luffy recovers from his injuries by eating the food he had stored.
yo, that's basically
And
the
then
whole
the three
chapter.
of them, Luffy, Loki, Harden, attack Emu together using the technique Gokoku Sovereignty. End of chapter, break next week. And then Pew Piece goes on, or not Pew Piece, Redon goes on and like drops like a whole paragraph on Emu's design.
Ah,
So again, like when
interesting.
people are like mad at like spoilers being fake, it's like, bro, like 90% are right. Some of it could just be translational issues because like it's not in English. Like it's from Japanese to Arabic or Japanese to Spanish and then English.
Yeah.
So I can see how like there's like miscommunications in the pipeline. And plus, even with this chapter, nobody really knows what the hell's going on with Luffy. So saying that Luffy, got back up because of the food he had stored, that's not
Yeah.
like wrong necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
The Zoro and Sommers one is totally wrong. I wonder if they mistook like one of those like hockey panels for that. But
Yeah.
in general, like I can't be mad at like one wrong spoiler in like a couple of years. Like it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine it's the panel where Scoppers right before Hyden shows up. Like that panel could be a Zoro Sommers battle. Like Sommers coming down and Zoro blocking it. If it's a really bad scan, then you wouldn't see Luffy and you would just see like a face off. Like it could be that, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, listening to the spoilers, that's basically the whole chapter, considering the chapter is
Yeah,
like a fight
generally
chapter.
the spoilers like paint everything, so
Yeah, that was a
it is
pretty
what it is.
solid thing. Alejandro Sosa with the $5 super chat says, so it's been 12 chapters since Emu started fighting. Do you think we have 12 more? Oh, wait, did my thing? Oh, never mind. Um, my laptop just like glitched out. Uh, do you think we have 12 more chapters? Sorry, let me reread that. So it's been 12 chapters since Emu started fighting. Do you think we have 12 more chapters of fighting and ending Elbaf or having more volumes of Elbaf? How much is left in the volume?
How much is left in the volume?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
What's the latest volume of One Piece? Let's volume One Piece. Uh
And Monkey, you're referring to Worst Gen. Pew Piece, I'm not too sure. But yeah, you're referring to Worst Gen. He hears the description of the chapter and then he gets it shortly afterwards. But even then, he still gets it like very early on. Still,
oh, this is the end of the volume, right? It should be, I think.
was Leaker saying you had a black blade? Them doing good or bad or trolling? I think that's just a misinterpretation.
Vo-
That's Worst Gen saying that one. Worst Gen said that Emu had a black blade because Nemesis was black.
we're almost at the end of a volume, I think, because 1179 is the end of volume
Like at the end of the
115.
day, the way I look at it is that leakers are just regular people. They're just one of us, and we all have retarded ass theories or takes of One Piece. So a leaker saying something or misconstruing something,
Could be a little bit
as
of
we
them.
all do, it's not crazy.
Yeah.
Like, brother, if you look through chats or comment sections, you'll see people with crazy ass takeaways from chapters that just are not true. So leakers, at the end of the day, they're just people too. Like they have
One,
crazy ass
two,
theories. They have
three,
like
four,
misconceptions. There's
five,
nothing
six,
wrong with that,
seven, eight,
as long as
nine,
it's not
10,
done in bad
11,
faith.
12, 13.
I
One,
think that's
two,
my thing. As
three,
long as they're
four,
not
five,
intentionally
six,
trolling,
seven,
I
eight,
can forgive
nine, 10,
like
11, 12,
misinterpretations,
13.
especially when they acknowledge it afterwards too, which I believe he did for the Black Blade one.
So I think there's one more chapter in the volume. 1192 might be the end of volume 116. Huh, that actually has Oda. Let me go back to like Egghead. Did the Egghead Time is Right, volume 111? Um,
I believe for volumes, like they often, it's not like consistent with how many chapters that are there, right? Like it changes every now
last
and
one was
then.
13, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to 13, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
They could also be
7, 8,
trolling
9,
anybody
10,
looking into them by
11,
posting fake stuff
11.
also. That doesn't matter.
2, 3,
All
4,
right.
5, 6,
Throwing them
7,
off
8,
how? If
9,
like
10,
95%
11.
plus is true, they're not throwing anybody off. So I don't think that's like an actual thing. I think that's like a theory somebody had once that just doesn't really make sense in reality.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Last volume was 13 chapters. We're at 12 chapters right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So next chapter would be 13. That would be the longest or longer volume. So I'd imagine the next one might be the last. And then for Egghead, we swapped Egghead into in volume 111. We swapped into Egghead uh Adventure in the Land of Mystery about 5 chapters into the volume. So um we're like 3-ish chapters into the volume. So who knows? Maybe I personally think, again, I've been saying this for a long time now, it would be like end of October-ish that we leave Egghead. Or not Egghead, Elbaf. Which now leaves us with like 4 to 5 chapters, maybe 4 chapters, maybe 5 chapters. Um, and I think that's enough to wrap up. If Oda's gonna do a flashy ending, I could see the ending being pretty quick. If the time limit kicks in, like I've always been a believer of the time limit, it's just a question of like when and how and why. Like the time limit could have came up in this chapter, last chapter. It felt like it could have came up so many times. So uh hey, if it comes up in the next 2 chapters, then we have like 3-ish chapters. And then mid volume, that would be mid volume 117. We swap to going to Lodestar, I would assume, because the Jump Festa note highly implied that the next place we go to is Lodestar, and we meet the man marked by flames, and that was 2026's thing. So I would imagine we at least, maybe we don't know who the man marked by flames is, but maybe we get the silhouette of the guy by the end of this year. Um
Timeline is scuffed. I don't even know.
yeah, it's hard. It is hard, but
What's up, Jamal?
again, the Jump Festa. Again, I don't want to take it like super literal, but Oda with the Jump Festa things with the year stuff, it has been kind of like when he goes like, yeah, this guy will fight that guy, this guy will fight that guy, whatever. That did happen. It's just we didn't know which guys they were talking about. Oda did them all. He did Garp versus Kuzan and Law versus Blackbeard and Kid versus Shanks, and he did all of those things in that year. Um, so what was the message? Oda message. Images.
To show
So
that they don't have the chapter? No, I don't think so, Hatman. I mean, I just feel like when you have a 98% hit ratio and you get like one spoiler point wrong each year, I mean, I think anybody can just say, yeah, they have it. Like, I don't think that's like a factor. I think that's just a theory that people have online that, again, doesn't really pan out to reality. So, what do you think about the people saying that the woman who killed their kids is innocent? I think they're retarded. It's as
Um,
simple as that.
yeah, we don't have to get into the Lindsay Clancy trial stuff right now. Um,
Yeah.
let's see. The Jump Festa
10 to 12
flashback
chapter
said, after
volumes.
a long, long flashback, more like a deep dive into history, we return to the present day. And just when your perspective on Elbaf has started to shift, boom, it ends with a big, flashy finish. And from here on out, things get really
Oda
intense.
is so bad with his timing, bro. He's like, yeah, like, there's no way.
Like,
There's no way we meet the man marked by flames this year. I can't imagine. Unless he comes to Elbaf again.
so, and then the next line is to that island that only the Pirate King ever reached, and that is what Lodestar is. If we go back to the chapter, we could say we could
Yeah.
I'll do it on stream because people always bring this up, but it's literally word for word what Roger said. The only island that like we reached, it was like chapter 9, 970, 966, I believe, or 967. Let me double check. Roger's Adventures. Nope, 966. Roger and Whitebeard. Okay, here it is. Right here. 966. He says verbatim, it all started 13 years ago when we landed at the destination of the final log post where no one had ever reached before, a place called the Lodestar Island. So word for word, to that island that only the Pirate King ever reached. And I know that could be, it sounds like Laugh Tale, but guys, we're not going to Laugh Tale in 2026. Like, that just doesn't make sense. And Lodestar is what literally is in chapter 966 as the right here, the where no one had ever reached before, a place called Lodestar. It's like word for word. And he says the man marked by flames appears on on the island. Two people who have never crossed paths finally meet, and those two run into each other as well. Next year going to be a full-blown festivals of encounters, and so we don't know the chronology, the chronological order of like this stuff. But what Oda does say is when your perspective on Elbaf has started to shift, boom, it ends with a big flashy finish. So that's where, like, I feel like that's where we're at with Elbaf. Right when our perspective is starting to shift on Elbaf, like fighting and all this stuff, like Emu, blah blah blah, like can we win, that's our perspective, and boom, it ends with a big flashy finish. I feel like we're right about there. So we have 5-ish chapters, I feel like, and then we go to the next island, and it would
That's
make
so
sense to go
little. I
quickly.
feel like there's still so much to cover, man.
Yeah, I do too. It's just it's like I've had expectations with, like, here's the thing, like I feel like I was the one of the only people at the very beginning of the Shuri flashback that I literally said 2 to 3 chapters. And before the Shuri flashback, I said, like, we're going into a Shuri flashback. I was wrong for the reasons why we went into it. And I said, I think it's going to be really short because I think the only reason we're doing it is for Brooke to figure out if Shuri's a villain or whatever. But people were saying 6 chapters, even more, for that flashback. And I was like, I feel
Wait,
like it's
okay.
going to be concise because we're
So you
coming
think
back
that
to
Emu's
Emu.
gonna be gone in 5 chapters? Like the fighting's all gonna be done in 5 chapters? Like even
I've
the
been
Zoro Sanji killing him stuff?
I'm a lot of it is based off the Jump Festa thing, but without the Jump Festa thing, I had been saying around October. So we're now 5-ish chapters from October ending. And if Oda gives us a big flashy finish, I could see, like, if we're gonna put time limit, then yeah, I could see time limit hitting in the next chapter. You know what I mean? And then we have 4 chapters for Scopper to scold them about what they're doing. Like, Scopper's whole thing is like, yo, you're not taking this seriously. You need to, like, kick it into next gear, essentially. I could see that being a play onto, like, hey, listen, like, Elbaf is, their time limit is running out. Emu could show up at any moment. Loki can't defend this place all by himself. And boom, you guys have to go find the One Piece. And that could be Scopper kicking their ass into next gear. In a kind of a different play on like what Rayleigh was doing, right? Like Rayleigh kind of did it too, but like that was a completely different timeline. You know what I mean? And so he did the most he could in the 2 years. He gave him 6 months, and he did what he did. I think Scopper, gives them the reality check and it's like, yo, speed it up. So Rip getting to the Heaven Realm, bro. The Heaven Realm is one of the weirdest parts of Elbaf. I could see us revisiting it, kind of in the same vein as Wano, like maybe the ancient weapon being at the bottom. We didn't see it, right? So eventually we're gonna have to revisit that part of Wano. Maybe it's without the Straw Hats. Who knows? But the Heaven Realm, I don't know what to say. We didn't even see it in the 20 odd, however many chapters the flashback was with Harold. So I don't really know what to say about the Heaven Realm. We need 100 more chapters of Elbaf, but don't know if we're gonna get that. Are the boys cooking? Dax is here. Shout out to Dax.
Yo, what's up, Dax?
Hopefully your reaction went well. What are you saying, Agree to 100 more chapters? Okay, wait, Dax, how many more chapters of Elbaf do you think there is? I was about to end stream.
Dax.
Hit us with how many more chapters of Elbaf do you think?
I'm gonna say personally, just to drop mine, I think we have at least 9.
At least 9.
I think at least 9, around 15, maybe 16.
Okay, 15 would take us in next year. We have 9 could fit this year. It wouldn't, if Elbaf extends to the end of the year, then we're not getting the full Jump Festa stuff. Why is Sai relegated to the TV back there? It's because it's awkward to just like have him floating in front of my face because I'm moving around. So I have him on the panel in front of the panels back there. I can make him bigger.
I like it back here. It's cozy back here.
It is. And I put him over the Denden Mushi because like he's the Denden Mushi right now. Let's see. There you go. Right over the Denden Mushi. I'm gonna start calling you Pars for always pluralizing Dax. Wait, but Dax has Dax the S there. It's not Dax Sake. It's Dax.
To be fair, it's
Sake.
apostrophe S, right?
He just can't do the apostrophe in the thing. That's true. It is Dax Sake. I guess it is. You're right. Okay, I'm not I wasn't an English major. Okay, who do you guys think I am? As in owned by Dak, yeah. Sai gets to be front and center on my channels, but on Pars, he's relegated to the bench. Hey, the chapters are relegated to the bench too. I have to move out for the bench. He's like the star player on the thing. Everyone waits for Sai, you know?
It's Dax as in owned by Dak.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dak. I got you.
It is Pars Vision too, but I just didn't put the S in there. It is the vision owned by Par. Put out by Par. ParVision. I am ParVision, but it is also Par's vision. But people called me Par before YouTube too, so there's also that. Let's see. What did at least a third of people just say? Oh, wait. As for when I think Elbaf will end, I would be surprised if we don't hit 100 chapters. Currently at 65 or 66, I believe. Dang, that's crazy. I guess I'm putting a lot of weight onto the Jump Festa thing, but I think the more than that is just like the part where Oda says a big flashy finish. Like I feel like we could have the big flashy finish, and then things get really intense. I think that things get really intense because of Scopper. Like, I think Scopper is making this fight intense in and of itself. Like, his dialogue is intense. Every time he speaks, he's like, get out of here. You're disappointing me. Get off at Elbaf. So when the fight's over, what's he going to say to Luffy? He needs to go. Like, he needs to go, like, now. There's no time to dilly-dally. I feel like all of the urgency comes from Scopper. And I feel like they needed that urgency. I feel like all of the urgency that we've been getting from Scopper is well earned, well deserved, well placed.
That's so funny. So Dax is aiming high.
Yeah,
with
very
like 35 chapters. Par's aiming super low at saying 5 chapters. I'll just be the middle. I guess I was the middle. I said 15 or I said 9 at minimum, 15-ish.
You said either end of this year or 15. 15 would put us.
Hold the poll.
All right, let's do all 3.
Yeah. Who do you think is gonna be the most right or like close?
I think most people will agree with you. I think a lot of people might want what Dax wants, but realistically, I think your prediction is where I would put if I didn't hear the words like big flashy finish, things get intense, and then we move to the next island.
he knows he's so bad with timelines though.
9
So
chapters
him
left
saying we're gonna
of
like go to the
Elbaf.
island the Pirate King's only been to, like that shit could be like 2029 for all we know.
5 to 6 chapters. 9 to 15 chapters. 30 30 to 35 chapters. Yeah, I'll just put, yeah, I mean, for me it's like definitely before the end of this year. I feel like it.
One Piece is ending in 12/22. Mark the date. All right, let's ban Mr. Nine. We've let him get away with the trolling for way too long. Let's just time his ass out for like 24 hours.
Yeah, go for it.
It's over, Mr. Nine.
If it irked you, you have the mod power side. You can enforce that.
I'm not
one.
gonna ban him.
Oh, don't ban him, but you can delete the message if it grated your ears, even hearing.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I like personally, like without taking the Jump Festa thing, I would put more like 10 chapters, and that would put us till the end of the year. But like I'm sticking because I feel like a lot of times, especially with my predictions, I always walk down from what I truly think. And the Shuri example was the one where I was like, I stuck to my guns and I was right on the timeline. Like exactly chapter for chapter was correct. And like if I had listened, then I would have been like less well off in terms of predicting how these chapters would go. But literally people are like, Pard, the chapter that Shuri's flashback ended, people are like, Pard, don't you think that there's going to be a lot more showing? And this is before we obviously got the chapter. But I said, no, I think that literally if the whole point of the flashback is the whether she's ally or foe, then it's a super short flashback. And that was more or less right. I think in the Herald stuff, we were pretty spot on with the Herald stuff too. We were more in agreement, but that's also because Herald thing dragged on for a long time. And it was kind of the understanding that like Loki's the focal point of it. We have to go back to like Loki's focal point. So like because I had those things, especially this like with this year, I feel like I've been saying October, end of October for about 3 months, 4 months now. I'm gonna lock in on that, and that's about 5-6 chapters away.
Dude, I cannot imagine Elbaf ending in 5.
Yeah, it's
like I can't even like picture what that would look like, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I can picture it. I just don't know what big flashy finish it means. And then the things getting really intense now when I see that, when Scopper showed up and started shouting at Luffy and held him up, that's the intensity. That part of the Jump Festa message felt like it got deciphered for me. Scopper is the urgency that we have. If Scopper survives, especially 100%, he's the urgency. Dak says, I don't think Oda is a good source for when things end. He said One Piece would end 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, but this isn't talking about like when One Piece ends. I'm talking about like, this is a smaller thing. I feel like it's a little bit different. I feel like he rushed the end of Wano for finish for Film Red. I feel like that's an exact reason to take into consideration other things, especially Jump Festa messages, because he talks about the movie and in the Jump Festa message too. But yeah. 30 chapters I feel like is a lot. I feel like because then that's a whole nother year.
30 is a lot.
Yeah,
that's why I'm more at like 15.
Yeah, I can agree to that. 30 chapters is a lot. 30 chapters, here's this. If we get 30 chapters and we don't make it to Heaven Realm, Oda might be washed. No, I'm joking. If we get 30 chapters of Elbaf and we don't go to Heaven Realm, or we don't see it, or we don't understand it, or we just leave, Oda might be a little washed.
There's no world we don't get the Heaven Realm. I saw somebody, I had to ban him. He was like, oh, Sai. Like, why don't you think we're going to hit the Heaven Realm anymore? It's like, I didn't say that. Oh, you banned. Cooked his ass for 24 hours.
That's so
funny. Get him
funny.
Out of there.
I feel like I said, I think Heaven Realm might be the same thing as, it could be used the same way as Wano, where we got the old Wano for one chapter in the thing, and it just gives us a little bit of lore. It could be Heaven Realm is similar to that, where it's like in like towards the end of Elbaf, we get like a snippet of it. But realistically, we're gonna have to revisit old Wano for Pluton eventually. So I would imagine that if Elbaf were to hold more secrets, then Heaven Realm will have it, and we might revisit it later on. Um, 5 more chapters for the end of the fight, 15 total to the end of the Elbaf. Yeah, yeah. It's also like I
Yeah,
also
I can't imagine it's like leaving without getting like a not a party, but like more lore or like a proper goodbye, stuff like that.
yeah, and that's where like my I have the theory that we don't end with a party because of how Elbaf ran through, where we started off with a party, and Oda doesn't like to kill off characters or create that sense of urgency at the end of an arc because he wants to create the vibe for a party. I feel like that's why we don't get it at the end of Elbaf, because we already had the party. But that's a personal thing. That's another reason why my opinion's very different than others. It's been almost 40 chapters since we first met Rox. I think it's reasonable to assume we have at least as long as that in the arc, to be honest. Greater than 50
I
chance
agree with
Oda
you, Dax.
introduces another flashback. Another flashback would completely, you know, completely curb stomp my perspective, right? It's just crazy to fathom that we would get another one within Elbaf. In my opinion, if the point of the ending is we get a big flashy ending and then things get intense, if the point is to keep that intensity and then we jump into a flashback, then I feel like that's interesting, unless the flashback is Loki, Shanks, stuff to do with the poneglyph that's supposed to come up next, like, and that's probable. I feel like that's probable. Does that need to happen on Elbaf either? There's also that too, because Egghead ended in an interesting way where in between Egghead and going to Elbaf we did get some lore in between there, so it's like, is that the end of Egghead when they're on the ship or the beginning of Elbaf, right? Like, it's a weird one, but we got like some Loki conversation on the ship, right? um but yeah, let's see. No, I
Yeah,
appreciate
if
Dax
I'm
coming
not
in.
aiming at
It's
like if I had to choose between aiming low or high, I'd probably aim high.
Yeah, I just had a conversation with a friend and I was like, I'm enjoying Elbaf, but I do miss the central part of Elbaf where we had the lore. I was talking about that. So it seems like at the moment, with 50 votes in, 20% are on the 5 to 7 chapters, which is surprising. I'm surprised that 20% are there. 15% with the 30 to 35 chapters. I feel like that makes sense. I feel like there might have been more had I put 20 to 25 chapters, because there's a big gap in between thing. But I really want to see where people's perspective at, and it makes sense because 66%, about 30 votes are with Psy, 9 to 15 chapters. So makes sense. Let me check it out. The Gunko's flashback could be 1 to 2 chapters max. Yeah, yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, it, we want a lot. I mean, a lot of people. I remember the Brook flashback. People wanted a lot out of that flashback. Um, like from Holy Night stuff, which we ended up getting. It was just a lot more minuscule than what people were expecting, with like how Candel specifically would be fleshed out. Which is why there's still theories that Candel is alive or Candel was evil. Um, um, for all we know, we will get a couple of chapters of Emu and Joy Boy at some point. Yeah, it's interesting. My perspective is that Oda's still holding back on the Emu Joy Boy stuff. Every chapter has been vague posting, and that's been the case even this chapter. Like, he couldn't bring himself to have Scopper say anything more than just a god, which we already kind of knew. If Oda were changing up the vagueness of it, he'd be like Earth God or like one of the 4 gods. But no, he couldn't even do that. He's just like, I believe he's a god. And it was like, okay, yeah, I mean, kind of said that already to Loki, but you know, we'll keep it vague, Scopper, because like we have lots of sources of information from Biblo to Scopper. Um, oh, here's a good question, Dax. Since you're here, what do you think Biblo tells Chopper? What kind of, do you think it's a lot of information, a little information? What's the? I feel like this is right down your alley. you love the animals in One Piece. You love animals in general. I mean, everyone. I feel like I surround myself by people who love animals. So,
I feel like Dax is gonna be down the Forest God route too.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Gunka will be relevant even after Elbaf, her eye pliers. Yeah. We could also get like the Shuri flashback like well after she leaves the island too. Doesn't have to be right away. But then again, Brooke is asking what the hell happened, so maybe we do get it like right away. He's like fucking screaming at her unconscious body.
wow, you got another cat, a kitten. That's awesome.
Oh Jesus. Damn, brother. Nice. Good job. Doing the Lord's work out there.
Um, yeah, let me know, Dax. And by the way, if I knew you would be popping in for so long, I would have just had you jump in. But I have a wedding to get to, so I'll be getting to that wedding.
I think you told me, Dax. Unless you got like a new one after your last kitten. Then that would be even then that would be really shocking.
Yeah, I feel like cats
A
are
lot
a
of people
lot
want
of
to bring
work.
flashback over, even though it was only 34 chapters. Imagine if Albus Climax is dragged out.
Kittens.
The breaks making the pacing feel worse. It depends what the flashback's about, though. To be fair, like if we're getting an Emu Joy Boy flashback, I don't think we're gonna see any like detractors from that, right?
Yeah.
I think the problem, not problem, right? But the issue with the Brooke flashback for some people is that they didn't really care for Brooke. I think that was the bigger thing.
In the midst of an emu Loki battle, that was the other part where it interrupted
Yeah, so if
that.
we were to get like if we were to get like Emu Joy Boy stuff, I don't think people are gonna be like, oh no, not Emu Joy Boy.
Could you imagine Twitter frying Oda for something like that? Oh man, you interrupted the fight for Void Century lore. Crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. Let's see. I believe it is almost. I did shower already, so I'm a little bit ahead. Maybe I end up stopping by the anime NYC gang, but probably won't have time for that too much after the wedding. You asked about Biblo, right? Part? Yes, I did. I think it has to be something Chopper, Adam Tree, Forest God related. Not exactly sure, but he'll definitely have a clue to help us get out of this. Okay, so it's a little bit more than just Forest God. Getting at, like having a clue for him for Chopper to help expedite us getting out of this situation. Like he adds into the fight or with Emu a little bit more. I could see that. I would like for Biblo to his role to be expansive. I would like, although my perspective is that Oda's gonna consolidate what Biblo says to like just something related to Chopper or just something related to Void Century. I would love it if it was more for sure. It's just a feeling I'm getting. But um definitely not Marco message level. I know someone brought that up before, but yeah, it's definitely going to be more relevant than that. Um, no, it's not. I never said Chopper's gonna one shot Emu. I was just saying that what if Biblo says that like, oh Chopper, your Emu's kryptonite, and so they just like Chopper tells the gang like, "Yo, throw me at Emu," and then he gives him a hug, and then Emu like her demonic energy dissipates like from a bear hug, something like that. But I didn't say that Emu like dies or gets like killed. I just meant that like they go like, "Ah, what is this disgusting thing? Get this merch off of me, bro." You know, it'd be something like that. It's either that Biblo noticed Chopper slapping Domiversity out of people and he has something to say. Yep, okay. Or maybe he knows ancient lore about something. Okay, so you're in the similar boat in terms of like what me and Sai believe. But the question is how much Biblo tells us. How many hoots translate to how many words? Each hoot a paragraph or is each hoot a word? It'd be crazy if each hoot was a paragraph. Um, That'd be crazy. Can you time out Mr. Nine again? Wait, what did he say? I really think Joy Boy is Chopper. I have a video for you. One of my old
Well, Par has a theory just about that.
yeah, I had a video saying that I believe that Joy Boy is in a human fruit, a Hito no Mi fruit, and it was off of a Chopper video where I analyzed Chopper and I thought that he might have been like the first human, Adam. So hey, Mr. Nine, I know you probably already watched that video a long time ago, but um maybe might be worth. Some people, you know, it's funny that actually, as far as videos, someone rewatched my Blackbeard video and said this is an amazing video. Always crazy to see people comment on some of my old videos, but that Chopper one is one of the ones that gets commented on the most when people revisit it. um Damn, I love you, Par. I appreciate it, Mr. Nine. um Saul telling Chopper that he needs to talk to Biblo makes me think it's not something Chopper specific, because Chopper is just there to translate. So I lean towards Joyboy Emu lore. Emu weakness. Yeah, Emu weakness is something that I like. I wish for. Like I've been wishing for that from every angle, bro. Um, um, I also love Part and Seven. I love. Why does YouTube auto translate
Yay.
Psy?
I like that. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it was mad funny in the Reverie when they said Rogers Base is like Saint Seven is here, and then it was just because he was reading the translated YouTube comments. Yeah, YouTube just translate. I don't even know what language it's translating from. Um, love you
Usually
too,
for me,
Dax.
it auto corrects to SUV.
Oh, that's interesting. Justice for Cycle Curve, bro. Someone brought that up too recently on the Rogers base post. They said they got an egg Yokian doll, not doll, figure, a figurine. Sorry, I didn't mean to call it a doll. A figure. And they were talking about the egghead theory, the Jimmy Neutron theory. Dax, I don't know if you've ever enlightened yourself with one of me inside's greatest theory childs, the recycle curve theory from Jimmy
Also,
Neutron.
yeah, One Piece Day is in 2 days or 24 hours
Oh,
ish.
oh, shout outs
So
to
we
One
should
Piece
be
Day.
getting like hopefully our first trailer for
The movie?
the One Piece movie, and or ideally a One Piece video game, but I think that's asking for too much.
Oh my god. The One Piece movie. Do you think it's gonna be a canon movie?
Do I think it's gonna be what?
A canon, like a movie that is like it's like JJK Zero, or like a canon to the
Fuck
future plot.
no.
Okay.
Why would I think that?
What if it's like God Valley? Like they decide to do the movie.
Fuck no.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
They've been working on that movie ever since Film Red was over. We haven't even had God Valley yet.
Yeah, but they might have had it, you know.
Toei's too greedy to give us a canon movie? No, Toei's too retarded to give us a canon movie. What are you talking about? If they
Yeah,
were greedy, they'd give us a canon movie.
the reason why I asked is because Rogers Base had a bunch of predictions at the beginning of 2026, and a lot of them came true. And one of his predictions was a canon movie, and my reaction was like, "Nah, Toei would never." And
Yeah,
so,
Toei is not that smart. They're allergic to money. They're not gonna give us a canon movie.
dude, they could milk
Like
so
JJK
much.
Zero, unironically, made so much money. Demon Slayer, so much. Like Demon Slayer's number 1 and number 2, both canon movies.
Yeah,
If Toei was greedy, they would give us a canon movie.
yeah,
Toei's just, I think, okay, Toei's greedy, but I don't think they're smart greedy.
dude, they could turn Egghead into a movie, like not the whole of Egghead, but like the fighting sequence, and then make the message a little bit better. Cut out the message and just have like the fighting. I could see that being a movie too.
All
Um,
right, Mr. Nine, you're getting timed out. All right.
what did he say now? The movie probably
He
spoiled
mentioned
too much.
chapter 1222 again. All right, it's over, brother. I'm sorry. 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the gulag.
uh,
Come back when you learn some Russian.
Par, what do you think about the 19 weapons having souls of the 19 rulers? Yeah, I've been an agreeer of that idea. That's how they have powers to suck out the life force. We need an update to Mihawk as a sword theory. Yeah, I hear you. I just want to know more about the weapons. Like we're still in a weird spot. Like one of the contingencies on that for me was the eyeballs off of the omen thing. Like if we had seen where 3 of the weapons were out, it was the Fragarak, the void, the wailing void. What was that one called again? Tohu, Vohu.
Bohu.
Vohu, Fragarak, and then we saw Xing Tian out. If we had saw a diminishment of the eyes in the omen, then I would have been like, oh, maybe it is the ruler's thing, and maybe it's souls. we have been seeing the fireballs come out, but like, did Emu reduce the 19 kings remaining into fireballs in the Omen Ring? I'm not sure. I would, in order to for me to make a good theory that I feel good about, I want a little bit more. And I've been saying this. I feel like that at the moment, with what we've been getting in the last few chapters of One Piece, it's really, Oda has been holding back on showing us Emu stuff. Like, we've been seeing Emu transform in this chapter, but we don't get context for it. We don't get a name for the transformation. We don't get like any new powers for it. We don't get any inkling of color even. So it's all really interesting what Oda's been doing with Emu's powers. Like the fireballs, like sometimes they turn into steel, sometimes they explode. We don't have any basis for like what the difference between that and like a Stigma fire beam sword is. Besides now, Stigma is one of the holy weapons, so or world weapons. So
Yeah.
it's hard
Also,
to make
Mr.
a good
Nine, I was
theory.
gonna untime you out, but YouTube doesn't have that feature yet, so I apologize. But I mean, it's only 5 minutes, so you got this.
Yeah,
Stick it out,
yeah.
brother.
That's so funny. YouTube's
But
slacking,
it's
bro.
not undeserved. Just know that.
I know it's unlikely, but I still just want a God Valley movie. I feel like God Valley movie makes so much sense. Just make the whole thing one movie instead of showing it across several anime episodes. No, do both. Just do the movie first and then the thing, just like how they did.
The issue with the God Valley movie is that they already, like, we know it's not going to be a God Valley movie because they already started production well before God Valley started. So I don't
Unless,
think that's happening.
yeah, unless they did like some high key thing where they got secret, like if they hired a studio and they got a secret staff on and Oda already wrote out God Valley, like, you know what I mean? That would be crazy. But like Sai's saying, it's not that likely. Um, it's not likely at all. Actually, it's not even that likely. Because that would be so hard for Oda to do. Um,
Film Red was successful, so they're definitely going to double down on non-canon movies. We might get more musicals. I mean, yes, Film Red was the most successful One Piece movie, but the most successful anime movies are canon. So that's like
yeah,
it's a good point, but not an amazing
the
point.
most successful One Piece movies out of One Piece movies isn't the best like litmus test for success, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
think the success is,
That's like saying One Piece live action did so amazing, so every other Netflix show should, base itself off of OPLA's design. Like that's not the case. Like, it's
yeah.
apples and
I would
oranges
also say
almost.
that Film Red got the benefit of the popularity of One Piece, right? Like, I would argue that Film
Yeah.
Gold, if One Piece was as popular as film if One Piece was as popular as it was when Film Red came out, Film Gold would probably be the best One Piece movie in terms of reception. But it's just that's just not how time works, you know. Um,
I doubt the next movie will surpass Film Red. It'll have Otto and Shanks hype. Yeah, it's I don't even know. Yeah, you're right. Will the next One Piece movie actually succeed or surpass Film Red? It's a
yeah,
hard
because
one.
Shanks. Yeah, and with think about how much marketing they did for the thing. For Film Red's marketing was out the wazoo, you know. So I can't imagine them doing
And
the
plus, like
equivalent.
Otto too. People love like the musical in Japan, right? Otto's like
Yeah,
such a beloved artist.
yeah. Um, yeah, even what the weekend has a signed autograph from Otto or something like that, or Oda of Otto, something like that. By the way, Park, congrats on getting your channel back after getting hacked. Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, I won't click this is me on random emails that I get, like I did a few weeks ago, you know, working with my vast large team of workers. But yeah, yeah, glad Morge got his channel back. That was definitely a highlight of the last of the break week. Um, but yeah, guys, this is I'm gonna tap out here. We got 3 hours 40 minutes on the docket, and I'm sure when I go upstairs, my wife is not gonna be happy because I told her I'd be out at like 3, and it's now 3:36. But yeah, appreciate everyone coming through. Dax, especially, thank you for contributing and letting me know. Oh, you almost beat me in the poll. I'm gonna end the poll so I don't lose, because the moment people see a way for me to be put down, they're gonna start voting in mass.
They're gonna go for it.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna go for it. There you go. I'm 1% higher than Dax on the poll. Or Dak. Sorry, Dak. Oh, my camera's lagging now. Hopefully it fixes itself in a second. Okay, there we go. All right. With that, guys, appreciate you guys being here, and thank you for tuning in for chapter 1191. Thank you, Sai, for stopping in. Ooh, that was a Slack message. I should probably check that out. But yeah, peace out. Thank you, everybody, and take it easy. See you guys in the podcast. See you guys in the prediction. See you guys on my spoiler video, and see you guys next week or in 2 weeks. 1192. Peace out.